Are we going to be in the lobby as casters or?
Here we go. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the grand finals of the Phoenix Dota main division and SCA. I'm going to be your caster for today, that Weeaboo, and I'm here co-casting with my co-caster Yeti. So say hello, Yeti.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning or good afternoon, depending on which time zone you guys are. But yeah, I'm excited.
Very excited. This is the grand final, so this is the best of the best that the main division SCA side has to offer. And guess what, Yeti?
What are we doing?
The winner of this gets to face off against Team Solid, which they won in the grand finals of the Australia main division. So
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I know my old team's gonna be doing real well, but let's see how they match up against an SEA team that are gonna go on top. I'm gonna see. I'm very curious to see how they play it out. They have obviously different play styles, but I am very excited.
indeed, that this is very exciting to know. But before we get into Team Solid versus whoever wins this, we have to focus. If you're a player, you have to focus on getting through your whoever's in front of you first. So in that case, Goonsquad and Bandle, they're pretty much the best of the main division. And let me go double check the standings for both of them real quick. Currently, Bandal Sabege have 9 wins out of 10 matches. Goonsquad have 8 wins out of 10 matches.
So it's pretty tight.
Yep. And here's a little snippet of a trivia, or not really a trivia, but a piece of nugget that you might want to know. The only loss that Bandal Savage has came from the series against Goonsquad. So they split the series.
Ah, interesting. So they've gone even last time they've versed it out.
Yep,
Okay.
they did. So
This makes it interesting.
there's a little bit of a but there. I don't know if people might, if you haven't seen the game, it's because game number 2, if I'm not mistaken, Bandle won game 1, but game number 2, Bandle were kind of not that serious with their picks, if I were to be honest.
So they were kind of messing around, but now everyone's like they're thinking they've lost once to this team, so
Yep.
they've got that opportunity there. So
Still though, they still have that opportunity. So Goonsquad is not a team to be messed with because they beat GBM Gingerbread Men to get to the grand finals. So for Bando Savage, they beat my team. Ah, my heart still hurts. They beat my team Control Up Defeat to get to this point. So really
it's
excited to see this one.
a little bittersweet, but it's alright. It's fair enough.
That's true.
I'm just keen to see how they go back, because like I've always been interested in, like, obviously each division and each like kind of region have their own type of play styles, which I enjoy. And I'm curious to see how it matches up, because also knowing this is what's going to be going against Team Solid, so that's going to be very interesting to see how they manage with their picks and what is available to them. I'm not sure. I'm trying to watch some of the last game, especially with Gingerbread Man and Goonsquad. They had a nice diverse pick. A sniper mid, they had an anti-mage, safe lane,
Hmm.
centaur, ench. So a little bit of the zoo meta. So it's I'm very curious to see how that goes.
Yeah, but I played against both teams in the main division as a player, and well, obviously you know that Bandle beat me. So the way that Goonsquad would play usually, they like I wouldn't they their target for Bandle, they usually target the mid game, you know? They usually like outpacing you, they like outplaying you as a team. And same can be also said for Bandle, but for Bandle I feel like if for the most part for Bandle, from what I've observed from them, if they dominate on the on the lanes, then they can transition into a faster pace in the mid game and then end at that point. But if they don't, if the lanes don't go well for them, they can always fall back on their high ground defense because their chemistry is actually pretty good.
Okay. This is gonna be some interesting, because they're then gambling on the fact that they're not gonna get ruined early game, which a lot of the time a lot of new teams, especially with their picks, do that. So
Mhm.
now it's a question about how much can you lose during that early game so that you can defend on that high ground just to play that to the late.
Yep, definitely.
And here it begins. We've started the draft already, and we've got Goon Squad on Radiant and Bandle Savage on Dire.
I'm really excited to see this one. So best of 3, guys. So unlike the group stages, we will have a sure winner, and the winner of this will be the first ever Phoenix Dota main division champion. Nothing more can be said. Alright, so Goonsquad ban out Nyx Assassin and ban out the Nature's Prophet. So the Nyx Assassin and there's a Treant ban. These are respect bans for Nyx Assassin. Their offlaner, Raimi, actually plays Nyx Assassin offlane. And for Treant Protector, apart from it being an annoying support hero in lane, it's also Chokax or Zen's favorite, one of his better heroes.
It's one of those situations with Treant being bandized, because that global presence. It's what used to be the same thing for personally one of my favorite heroes, Spiritbreaker, as a plus 4. Something that is constantly on people's worry because they do not know if they're being, ganked, and it's a global pressure. That's why it's a good ban.
Okay, there's a clear target here. Goonsquad are banning out offlane heroes, and that's like they're banning out
10
Raimi's
seconds
heroes
remaining.
specifically. Slardar and Axe are both Raimi heroes as well as the Nyx Assassin. So
5
I'm really
seconds.
curious to
Dire
see how
team
Bandal
pick.
will answer this because a little bit of like from what I
Radiant
know
team
about
pick.
Raimi does not have that big of an
Lion.
offlane pool. So the three heroes that they ban are basically his main. So curious to see how they'll play
Is that
around
to
that.
cripple?
Dire
Do you think it's that to
team
cripple
back.
Raimi, or is that just to enable
Enchantress.
their
Dire
safe
team
lane
back.
because they want their safe lane to benefit the most, so that they can choose the other lanes and play with them?
I think it's a little bit of both. Like, it's actually two birds with one stone. You take out the offlane pool of Raimi, and these three heroes, although Nyx Assassin, right? Nyx Assassin is like whatever in lane. You take out, like what you said, you take out the threat
10
to your safe
seconds
lane.
remaining.
So it's gonna make things harder for Bandle to try to control the safe lane
5
there.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, with that, they're gonna have to then worry
Radiant
about how
team
they're going
back.
to benefit or try to, I guess, boost up their own safe lane, or play around rotational
Radiant
heroes to get the
team
mid.
pick.
Like I'd say, best bet for
Dire team
Vandals to go
pick.
something like a Tide,
In the
just to be
spirit.
alive
Good
in
squad
that.
picks up the Ember.
Oh,
For
so
Bandle,
they
like you mentioned, the roaming mid. Raikes actually plays a handful of roaming mid, so I know he plays heroes like Puck. That's
yeah.
something I can name.
I'm saying as in looking for more pos fours
10
to roam, because
seconds
if they're gonna
Mm,
remaining.
have something that's gonna have obviously no control in that, I guess
5
pos like
seconds
offlane
remaining.
to get kills, get someone that's gonna stay alive like a Tide, and then
mm.
get your rotational hero moving, get him to the
Oh,
constantly
okay.
pressure other
Dire
lanes so that
team
they
pick.
can leave that safe lane. It's gonna,
Timbersaw. There it is.
ooh,
So they
there it
go with
is.
Timbersaw for Raimi here. I don't think I've seen this Timber pick for Raimi yet, so pretty sure this is the first time he's playing it in the
It's a good.
tournament.
I think it's a good pick, especially with the fact that you've got a line and you can benefit that
10
with, the
seconds
shard.
remaining.
Mm.
I just now need to see something that is going to help with a pos
5
4.
seconds remaining.
Because we know, obviously, Timber, you need a couple of little levels, you help him out, and then he stays in there. It's just irritating. You cannot kill him unless you bring at least the whole team, and that will benefit every other lane. So, what they need to think about now is, what do they work as a pos for their team, so that they can rotate and pressure this Ember. When this Ember gets its, what's it called?
Mage Slayer.
Mage Slayer, that's it, yeah. It's a bit of a problem. They're gonna start rotating, start hurting other lanes. So, what can you do to stunt the growth of Ember Spirit?
Apart from
Radiant
picking,
team
trying to pick
pick.
lane dominating heroes,
Disruptor.
I think if you go to the mid game part, you need to try to pick heroes that can stop the Ember, even though he gets a good lane, right? So heroes like maybe Puck is an answer. They pick up Disruptor actually, so that's another. If they can utilize the Disruptor against December Spirit,
10 seconds
I think
remaining.
they won't really have too much of an issue.
Yeah.
5 seconds
This
remaining.
this is a good way to control the Ember, but it's gonna be a situation where that means that the Timbersaw has to rotate with them. The line can bring out that mana of Ember, and when the one downfall to an Ember is one of two things, either, three, I'd say. It's either if you get them latched, you either get them mana drained, or you silence them. And
Mm.
especially when you take out all the mana, it's very difficult. You need to have ones or what's it called, mangoes, three of them specifically, especially if line's constantly holding you, or what's it called, a lotus. And if you don't have any of them, then you're, sorry to say it, fucked.
Yep. So
Radiant
that's going
team
to
pick.
most likely be a Lion for. Oh, they pick up the
Dire
Doom as
team
well.
pick.
And wow, back to
Two
back picks, vengeful.
and Venge.
Okay, so the support duo is now locked in, and they also have the offlane. Offlane, yes, they also have the offlane in. So
Now this
right,
is a smart pick.
yep.
It's a smart pick with the Venge that they need to bring out. They need to take out that Ember and make sure he survives, because they are going to be very pivotal on that. They're
10
going to let the
seconds
Doom
remaining.
like farm, but that Vengeful Spirit is hopefully going to
5
save the
seconds
Ember
remaining.
enough so that he can be pivotal in that mid game.
Yeah, so
Dire
Static Storm
team
will be
back.
placed down theoretically, and then Vengeful Spirit will swap him out.
Invoker.
Invoker, okay. Really, that's going to be a Raikes Invoker here.
Can you tell me how that plays into it? Because I understand, like, let's say Static Storm
10
working together
seconds
need that,
remaining.
shutdown for the Ember. But how does that play into the team in a
5
situation
seconds
where there is a
remaining.
Doom, there's a Vengeful Spirit to give, obviously, a disposition to save,
Hmm.
an Enchantress, which, yeah, gets technically would get countered by Invoker with the magic damage. But how does it play into this team?
Okay, so like right now I'm thinking they pick the Invoker to dominate the lane. against the Ember Spirit because Ember Spirit and Invoker is a skill-based matchup, but I think it's leaning towards the side of Invoker, where Invoker usually wins the lane out because he's range, he has these spells to work with, he can easily take out Flame Guard with Tornado, with any level of Tornado, and or not really any level, but Tornado basically dispels Flame Guard. So Ember will probably be forced into 2-3-0 in the lane, and going into the later games, assuming the Invoker can position properly and avoid the Doom, I think Invoker's a good answer to really set the tone for the fights, right? So they ban out the Void, they ban out Luna. They ban out the Void just in case for the Cataclysm combo. It's the easiest combo to do with an Invoker and faces Void. But for the most part, they're really relying on the skill level of the Invoker on Raikes, so they're gonna let him cook with it.
This is where now what's Goonsquad is put in the back foot because yes, you've got the Ember Spirit, but you have no control. There is no way you can kind of hold down Bandal Sabege's team, and now we're wondering what do you pick? Because already they banned out the Void themselves. So what do you pick in this situation to lock them down? Because you've got a Timbersaw that's going to be rotating around, is tanky, you need to break him. And then you've got an Invoker that's going to hit from the back line, got a line that's going to take your mana, Disruptor. It is just constant kite and damage city from far away, and they do not have a control other than a jump on one Doom. The rest of it, it's maybe a stun from Venge, but even then, like, what are you going to do to control this team when they start getting, what's it called, some PKBs or anything like that? They're just going to run you over.
Yeah,
this is
so
a big problem that Goon needs to answer.
Yeah, so for Goonsquad, the way I'm looking at their lineup, they want to try playing fast, and from what I know, from what I'm seeing right now, they want to try picking them off one by one, like what you said. If this lineup will poke you from afar. If they get a Doom off on the Timbersaw or the Invoker, they instantly remove them from the fight, and they can pick them off. Troll Warlord will be the final pick here for Bandal, so... Okay,
I was about to say they need a Slark, and they just took that.
Slark,
like, it would have been perfect for them, because they would have had that high tempo, the constant ganking reward, but now...
Yeah, they
now
take
they
out
have to think about
LS and the Slark. So that's a really good ban.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, for Bandal right now, their strength is in
5
numbers.
seconds remaining.
They have to play together if they want to win. Or they have to poke them down, and then they play together to win. Because for Goonsquad, they want to take you out one by one. They want to cause chaos. The Doom blinks in, he dooms anybody, and then Ember Spirit will try to... While their back is turned, Ember Spirit will just slide, will just remnant in. So, if they can keep their composure in every team fight, or better yet, if they can space the team fight, they can make the team fight even longer than it has to be, then I think it would favor Bandal, because now they have Troll now, they have Invoker, and assuming that they can save whoever gets Doom, they'll probably waste the Doom, but we'll see how they'll play it out.
Personally, I think they need to pick something or someone just to take out that Timbersaw. If that Timbersaw is stunted, you know what Timbersaws are like. If they do not get that early game, they're just done. They have a very hard time coming back in this game. They cannot farm that easily. They need to rotate, and when they constantly dying, that's it. It just goes downhill. And if a Timbersaw is stunted, Ursa's a good possibility.
Just to deal with the Timber, but
yeah.
Yeah, they picked the Ursa against the Timbersaw, and then I think Ursa is like pretty decent into this lineup.
And they pick it. Nice. You got that. You got that spectators. What's it called?
Spectators prediction. Like they picked Ursa into the lineup, like what you mentioned, right? The Timbersaw, it has to be stunted in the lane, and Ursa is a good answer for that. Usually Ursa against Timbersaw, it's usually Ursa favored because of the Fury Swipes, right? And like, yeah, you mentioned that they have a problem with locking them down, but assuming the Ursa can get his items, he can get the damage, it won't really be an issue. They doom one person, Ursa goes for another person. That kind of deal.
This is a pretty even lineup, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually, this is what I enjoy. I enjoy a good draft that favors both sides. This is like, obviously we got Goonsquad that need a little bit more tankability, but they've got that Ursa and they got that Doom. But right now we're looking at Bandal, and they have the opportunity to do really well, especially in their team fight with an Invoker, a Timbersaw, Disruptor. It's a great way to shut down that Ember Spirit, but that's not the only problem they've got. They got the Ursa and the Doom. So I'm gonna ask this question: where you got your money on? You got it on Goonsquad or you got it on Bandal?
Okay, so Goonsquad has a very easy execute lineup. It's more like single target, whoever's there, kill them, go next. And for Bandal Sabege, it's somewhat relatively. They have a lot of win conditions here, but I would like to say I like Bandal's scaling more. But yeah, it's actually I like Bandal's lineup more. But the only thing I'm worried about is the Timbersaw because Invoker and Troll Warrior they can easily bounce back. But once Timbersaw struggles, like what you said, he's really going to struggle if he does struggle. So
Yeah. So I'm actually going with Goonsquad in the situation because I feel like they already know of this. So I think they might rotate on it, and Ember might actually even leave lane just to take this Timber. Because once they lose a Timber, I think it's as useful as like a career at this point. I've seen it. I've actually ended up playing once as well. It's not fun. So I
mhm.
think that if Goonsquad do that, I think they're gonna win this first series, and yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. But they need to benefit off that. They need to just abuse that idea. Um,
Mm.
but it all depends on how the mid goes and how the supports react to this Timbersaw when diving in or in general for ganks.
Yep, well said. So I would say like the weakest part of Goon's lineup is arguably like Enchantress. I would say like yeah, you can get easy harassment off on the Troll Warlord in the early phase, but once you go into the late game, even though you don't have Invoker, let's say to deal with the Enchantress, the Troll Warlord already has like Fervor to like stack up on the Enchantress. So Enchantress is basically not going to be hero past mid game.
Hmm. Yeah. Curious for this. I mean, it's just one of those, one of those games where you get and you just know this is gonna be a fun game because it's all based on like different play. It's one of those games. I am very, very excited to see this game because it's all about who's actually playing better, who makes those cool plays, and they both have abilities to make really, really good plays come down, and some nice clips that we can get for sure. But yeah, I'm curious. Is it still a pause in the game?
I'm not sure, but second a little bit. So all right, so I'll ask you a question actually. Who do you think is the X factor on both teams? For both teams, sorry.
Honestly, I think on both teams is both mids. Ember and
Mm,
Invoker is going to be the ones that are going to make the biggest plays because as much as, Timbersaw and everyone can do whatever, and they have like the great abilities, I think honestly it depends on how this Ember comes around and takes that backline out and causes the complete ruckus in that backline and Bandal Savage's lineup, but then it also depends on Invoker, how they end up stalling and causing all those issues. Like if
mm,
there's Ursa's, what's it called, Enrage, and Enchantress's abilities, that Tornado is going to be a havoc, especially EMP on the Shard. It all depends on both mids and how they play it out. Because if they play it out correctly, they can cause massive damage on the whole team.
yep.
It just depends on both those sides. And laning, like you said, is going to be more in favor for Invoker, but how do they play into it?
Mm. Okay, so like,
Curious.
so for me, Invoker definitely is going to be the X factor for Bandle because once his Invoker can pop off, he will pop off. But for Goon Squad, I actually say it's the Enchantress who's the X factor because, like what I mentioned, Enchantress past mid game will not be a hero. But if she can give an Ember Spirit a good lane, like if she constantly ganks the Invoker, if she can find a way to bother the Invoker, right? Because we said Invoker wins the lane against Ember Spirit. If she can do her job in making the Invoker's life hell, then I think that will enable, like what you said, the Ember Spirit to make good plays. So I think it's the Enchantress for her to find a way to make impact past the
All
laning
right.
phase. So I think that she's the X factor. All right, so now game is now beginning, everybody. Goon Squad is going to be on the Radiant side, Yusak on the Enchantress, Nightcrawler on the Ursa, Nightly on the Ember Spirit, Magi on the Vengeful Spirit, and Never on the Doom. And meanwhile, on the Dire side, it's going to be Bandle starting out on that side. It's going to be Raimi on the Timbersaw, Zen on the Disruptor, Raikez on the Invoker, Mauled Machine on Troll Warlord, and Universe on the Lion. So already, they're gonna be grouping up as five, smoke being popped here by Goon Squad, and they're gonna be taking over the bottom room. Oh wait, hold on. It looks like there was a pause because Knightley went to a PC
30
cafe.
seconds to battle.
That makes sense.
I'm not too sure though. Or I don't know. They were talking about something. But now we're back in the game here. And looks like it's going to be a 2-2 rune split because they're not going to be interested in trying to contest each other for now.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the little game cafe. I'm here at the moment. My internet's still trying to connect. NBN's just one of those places that just take too long to connect. It took me 3 months to just get my internet at my new
The
place.
battle
Oh my
begins.
goodness.
I know, it's been rough. But I am getting it, so I think by next week I should be at home. And usually, I remember doing this, we usually have, you know what a hookah is? Like a shisha?
No. I'm
So it's
not
like
familiar.
it's like an Arabic type of smoking. And
Mm.
usually have
Oh,
that, we usually have
the
that,
one with
yeah.
the pot thing, right?
Yeah,
Something.
yeah, yeah. So we have those with our casting. So it'll be pretty fun. Like I usually have that,
Mm.
and we're thinking about even doing those streams, but we'll see how that goes when I end up getting that internet.
Sounds really
Thing
fun.
about already the pressure on this timber.
Yep. And that's just what happens on the Timber. So the enchant on the Enchantress. Actually going for Enchantress +5. I thought it was going to be 4 Enchantress, so I don't okay, so maybe the Enchantress won't be roaming as much to mid, I'm assuming, because Enchantress is on the 4 now. I mean, on the 5, but I think they're gonna be securing the Ursa lane because Enchantress with the Impetus and the Enchant on this Timber Saw, it's not really going to be a fun time on the Timber because, yeah, you have to get an early level on the Timber Chain, so you won't be getting much of the Whirling Death.
Yeah, it's in that situation. I mean, definitely Lion's a good position to be there with the timber saw because you need to give that mana, and it's going to benefit that timber a lot with the nukes that you can get. But also, in the situation with Venge, Venge just needs to be there to
Oh,
harass.
bottom. They were trying to go on top of the Timber Saw, but good stun from the Lion and the Timber Chain away.
It's one of those situations now. This is good to start on the early a bit of it because he does not have that reactive armor.
Mm-hmm.
And Yusaka's definitely putting that in there, making sure he abuses that fact. Ooh.
Getting awfully close there. Yeah, I'm really. It's going to be really funny to see if the Timber Saw decides to go like, you know what? They're gonna go through my reactive armor anyways. I'm just gonna go all out. Oh no, he gets it. I was expecting he would go like 3-2-0. It's gonna be really funny to think of, right? Because you're gonna get bursted anyways. So like, I'm gonna try to burst you before I burst him. Oh, mid lane.
First blood.
Interesting.
First blood going to the Ember Spirit. We actually missed that kill. So the Invoker going for a Quas Wex and just dies the Nightly there.
I think he just wasn't paying attention,
Oh,
and now we
meanwhile,
lost one up top.
yep, we lost on one
Venge
at
is
top.
in.
So Vengeful Spirit dies. Oh, it's not yet over. They're gonna try to turn it around onto the Doom. Nope, there's the root. There's the slow. Can they get this Doom? A few more hits should be able to do the trick. The range. He has a wand though, so he's not gonna die. Alright, so they take out the Vengeful Spirit first. And they're gonna put a lot of pressure onto this Doom already. Timbersaw.
Wait up.
He's not doing too bad. Actually no, I say that and like Ursa has double his last hits. The Lion has to be
Ooh, they
careful
going on
though.
the farm?
Oh no, I think Lion's dead. They're trying to go for the Lion. Can he juke into the trees fast enough? One more second till the stun. Huge stun. Actually gonna catch out the Enchantress. The Enchantress has to be very careful. Nightcrawler will be able to pick that kill up thanks to the Earth Shock. Can Raimi get this pick-off kill? Does not look like he can because the Enchantress will be picking up Nature's Attendants. And the chase is still on actually. Wait, they might find the Timber if the Timber is not careful enough. Few more hits
I
should
don't
be
know
able
if
to
you're
do. Oh, there's the
watching.
enchant. Oh, no, I think he might be dead. Oh, Lion with the Earth with the Earth Spike, barely saving the Timber Saw, but right now the lanes, or rather bot lane, is going as about as well as we would expect, right?
Yeah, I mean, like that's what they wanted for, but at the situation, same point here. If you look at mid right now, about was it a 600 gold lead against this Invoker?
Radiant's
Ember is
middle tower
really,
is
really
under
putting the
attack.
pressure on. I did not expect this,
Yep.
and yeah, like we needed this pressure on Remy over here on offlane, but
Oh, top
on
lane.
top we're losing.
McGee in a lot of trouble. The glimpse back. Can they get enough damage onto the Vengeful? Does not look like they can. They even get a stun onto this troll, so he's gonna be forced back. And he's actually low on the HP
And bot
department.
or and Remy's about to be.
Raimi gets
Ooh.
gone on yet again and is forced to get back. No impetus yet, so it looks like they're gonna be maxing out the enchant and nature's attendance to prevent the burst damage. So Raimi does have to stick charges, but that's not going to matter against this Ursa. Ursa is low on the mana department as well, but he does have 9 charges of his own. Looking over mid lane. I think the reason why Rykes is having a relatively hard time in mid is because he's not going for the Quas Exort. It's gonna be a deny on the rune there. Oh, he has to be actually very careful. Is Rikus dead? They still have a slight. Oh. Slight almost kills off Rikes again in the mid. And he does have the Ghost Walk to protect him for now, and he has a lot of HP regen. Actually shows himself before he gets enough regen. So Rikes has to watch himself here. But yeah, Ember Spirit really getting a chokehold here in mid.
This is a good opportunity to learn.
Looking elsewhere. It's like
Where are you
the
going?
oh, hold on a second, Raimi. You're in a lot of trouble. Oh, the Timber Chain! He didn't go far enough! Will he actually die here? Uses the one to try to keep himself alive.
Nightly almost just died as well mid. He just missed out on there.
Oh,
Invoker
yeah.
just almost got him there.
Almost got him. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Bottom lane, Uzak in a lot of trouble. Uses the Nature's Tendons. Can Raimi find this kill? Oh, the Orza actually shows up. Almost kills off Raimi. He does! The Earth Shock is just a little bit too much for the Timbersaw to handle. They will find Uzak first. But the
And Nightly
solo
dies in
kill.
mid.
Oh, how'd that happen?
It was a tornado and then what's it called? Cold Snap. He just wasn't prepared for it, the damage and the burst.
Oh my goodness. So, good bounce back for the Invoker, actually.
It is. He brought him back just into the contention again. It was about a 900 gold difference, and now he's got a lot of those creeps and back in the game.
Oh, wait. Mid lane. Oh, McGee makes his rotation over. They have a ward as well, so this Invoker might not be long for this World Tornado. Will actually clip the both of them, but the Invoker is out of mana. And looks like they won't be
He
able to
just
complete
makes
chase.
it. Just makes it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Zen is actually in a lot of trouble. They use a Remnant forward. Zen will take the tumble instead of the Invoker, and the Invoker has to turn
And
tail and run back
Yusak
to
is also
base.
getting almost hit.
Oh, the Earthspike will actually miss out. Yeah, they tip him up too. Oh, Universe! He pays with it for his life. Orsa will get turned on here by the Timbersaw, but he does have a lot of stick charges to work with, so he's not gonna be too much. He's not gonna be in too much danger.
I told you, these are one of those games that's going to be fun. It is all about the little mistakes here. That miss on that Earth Spike, it's a click ability. They should not have missed that.
Yeah, a little bit too speedy on the Enchantress there. Amplified damage rune now on this Ember Spirit, so they have to watch out for that. Meanwhile, on the top side, Mauled Machine will be getting pretty free time here in the top, I think. But I say that and I check out the last 6 denies, 10 denies on the Doom. Oh, meanwhile, dominating now on the Ursa. I actually missed that kill. Earthspike will miss out again. Oh, that's going to enable the Ursa to come back in, maybe? No.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A little bit too far, but Timbersaw falls
I mean,
yet again.
it wouldn't kill the Ember. It's only the first level, but still, you can't miss it. This is not twice in a row.
Ember Spirit pops the Amplified Damage rune, and Rikes is under the guise of his Ghost Walk. I think they might be trying to line something up here. Thinking about it, but I don't think he will. Back to the bottom side, Raimi, come back here. Gotta get a little harassment onto Uzak. Has to be careful though. Uzak is out of mana. Nightcrawler. Exchanging hits with this Timbersaw. Looks like they will be able to back off from this. Look back mid lane. Rikes continuing to exchange hits. Oh, actually, topside. They'll find the McGee first, but Wall Machine will fall to the Doom. And Doom just gets dropped on top of this level 3 Disruptor. Oh
And
my.
he's just out.
He's just dead. Double kill now for the Doom. They find Mold Machine, and they didn't even need to pop the Doom for him. Level 7 now on this Doom.
That's pretty big. Doom is right now top network as well, which is kind of obvious here. But yeah,
48
now the
last
sides
hits,
of
16 last hits.
Bandal Sabege are slowly dropping down. They need to find a way to
Oh, they missed on the
Make the
strike
first.
somehow. So,
again.
yeah, this is gonna be a decent amount of damage on top of Nightcrawler. Oh, actually, the aggressive Timber Chain. Will this be enough to kill him off? Raimi does have another one. He doesn't get to use it. And Rage has been activated, and they're just gonna
mid.
delete Raimi. And even in mid, you can even say this Invoker's having a good time in mid. I mean, they might try to buckle down, slow the game down, going into the late game. That's what I'm thinking right now. If you're Bandal, like these lanes have
You
not
need to
gone
slow
in your
down.
favor. Yeah, they have to slow
Yeah.
down. They have to find a way to let them make a mistake.
They need to be a little more observant here. They need to see a couple of more TPs somewhere and then rotate around there, take something else. Because right now, mid's going alright. I mean, Invoker's back in this game, but in the situation where you obviously need your Troll Warlord to like start
Oh,
farming up.
bottom. Okay, I thought they were gonna try. Oh, enchant going to be used here onto Universe. Can Universe find a way out of here? Max out on the mana drain, gets a magic missile. Oh, that's so much damage. Oh, he's actually gonna die. He takes out to the urn.
There you are.
And they're gonna keep the pressure up onto Raimi as well, and Raimi just really can't do much. Mold Machine still farming up top, going for the Maelstrom. Zen making his way over here to mid, just so he can try to get the rune control. Raikez going for the Vessel. And meanwhile,
To be
Knight-
honest, I
They're
think
farming
that Troll should have gone the Battlefield build. Not specifically, I don't like the Battlefield build usually on Troll, but oh, on top there, buddy. I don't know, catching him up.
I hear a chain here in mid. Looks like they tried to go on top of the Ember Spirit, but Ember Spirit is fine for now. There is an illusion rune that this invoker will get. Actually, will they try to fight this one here? Nope. No, it's gonna use the glimpse back. Oh, Universe actually walks into the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit has a lot of mana to work with, or rather, a lot of stick charges to work with. Does have the infused range up as well, and looks like the smoke movement will be going to the top side. Doom is already, and looks like this invoker will be running straight into the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit can't even get a stun off because the mana will get drained out. Never is gonna be the last one left alive here. Will actually use a Scorched Earth, so he does not have enough mana for the Doom. He doesn't have... Yeah, he doesn't have a Doom at the ready. He says, will be jumped here in the backline, but looks like they can't kill this Doom. A little bit too speedy. Get the cool snap to get the Urn. Can they find this kill? One more Axel should be able to do the trick here, but he's a little bit too fast for them. Zen could not reach with the Glimpse, so... They find one kill at the very least. Urn charge will be given here to Raikez.
See, I think definitely the
Oh,
Maelstrom
bottom.
is not.
Oh no! That's a solo kill! Orsa just kills that Timbersaw in the bottom lane, and...
This is what I meant. This is bad. Now he can't even get his veil up.
Oh, and there's even more action here mid lane. McGee. It's going to be more than enough to take down this Lion, but can this Invoker get a pick off here? One more right click will do the trick, and he will get a killing spree right now for Raikez. Trying his best right now. There's going to be a glimpse back here onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit has 3 remnants to work with, also still has his Infused Range Drop Charge, or 1 left. Invoker does not have any mana left in the tank, or rather no spells left in the tank. So Knightly is A-okay.
This Timber needs to figure out something else. They need to start rotating on his lane, take out this farming and fat Ursa right now. This is a big problem. He's almost halfway throughout his Battle Fury out here, and Troll needs a little bit of ease off pressure, and they need to put on and pull people from other directions.
Yep.
I
They still have
was
Doom
trying to
available as
say
well.
the reason why I didn't want this Maelstrom is because they've got a lot of, I guess, situations where they take that magical damage out, and hence why I would say Maelstrom is not the best bet. So I would say go for that physical damage, and you would have been able to pierce through a lot, especially with Knightly's Flame Guard as well. It's just, it would have been a smarter option, but he's decided to go the Maelstrom. And now we're going to see if it's going to benefit him in that situation later.
Yep, Marquez makes his rotation over top side, but there's a ward that will scout him out, but it will get instantly dewarded by Zen there. Top lane will finally fall down to the Doom, or rather to the Enchantress, actually. Oh, they're gonna catch out the Doom here on the side. Can they try to find this kill on the Doom? There's gonna be a huge kill. There's gonna be a static storm gonna be dropped right on top of the Doom. Doom has no chance of dooming anybody. Tornado will secure that kill here, and they're gonna catch out this Usak Enchantress. The stun is a little bit too short there. Glimpse back onto the McGee Vengeful Spirit as well. Finger of Death will clean up Usak, and looks like they're gonna find 3 kills for the price of none here in the top lane, even though they trade away their top tower. Beautiful response from Bandal. You lose the top tower, but you find 3 heroes.
It's good, but still, I think this is where you need to decide to go take that Ursa. He's
Oh,
got
wait,
no
mid
death.
lane? EMP gonna be used on top of this Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit can try to get away from this one. Oh, the mana! He does have 1 charges here. Will he use it? Yeah, he's gonna pop it, but can he get away? Oh, the slow? Can his Ember Spirit dance his way out of this one? Uses the Arcane Rune. He'll even get a Bounty Rune for his trouble. Oh, they want to try to turn this around on the Invoker. Invoker doesn't have any charges left. They want to try to get Raimi involved into this one. That's actually a decent amount of damage on this Ember Spirit. Or from this Ember Spirit. Raimi will make his appearance here, just to try to help out his Invoker. But they're going to try to turn this one onto Raimi. Raimi has to watch himself here. Ursa making his move down here as well. Invoker gonna get jumped in, but there's going to be yet another tornado to solve things up there. Meanwhile, Raimi in the river, he has to actually be very careful here. He's gonna try to leap away. Oh, the Impetus! It's gonna miss high ground! The luckiest man alive right now, but Disruptor, he won't be lucky. He'll get turned on by Nightcrawler and Knightly. Raikez is forced to use the Ghost Walk to turn tail and run. But the chase for that Ember Spirit goes a little bit too deep, and Disruptor will take the fall for that one.
This is what I'm saying. They need to properly rotate all
Wait,
together.
hold on a second. Hold that thought. It's still not done yet. They're gonna try to turn things around here onto the Lion, who tried to stop the D-Ward, but It's not gonna work out because Yuzak will slow him down and Knightley was still in the area.
Dire's middle tower
200 more
is
gold for
under
the Mage
attack.
Slayer as well.
Yeah, now see that's what I mean. Now,
Dire's structures
like
are fortified.
great, but see when that Timber starts to stunt itself because of that Ursa, what do? That's why they need to start to catch him out. Remy can only get it back from here if he gets out either
Oh,
4 kills or that
there's gonna be a
Doom.
jump attempt here on top of the Enchantress. They will get the Enchantress first. The Doom will be used on the Invoker, but the Invoker is still relatively healthy. The glimpse back onto the Doom. Oh, there's gonna be so much control for the Doom. Double kill right now for Raimi. So that's one way to try to get yourself back
Dire's
into the
bottom
game.
tower is under
Invoker
attack.
gets hit by the Doom, but no lockdown like what you mentioned. They couldn't get the chains off onto the Ember Spirit, or from the Ember Spirit. Raimi gets a double kill, and he's just like that. He's already really
Dire's
relatively
bottom
close to
tower has
his
fallen.
Shiva's Guard. Yep, 1,500 away now.
See,
Big
that,
setup.
this is where now they just need to decide to use that Disruptor ulti before Ursa gets his BKB
Oh,
and
hold
catch them
on.
down.
There's gonna be a fight here in mid. McGee is gonna get focused down here by the Invoker. Can his Invoker find the Vengeful Spirit? Yes, he can. But there's gonna be a lot of committed from the Invoker. Invoker has to try to get out of this one. Doesn't have his Ghost Walk yet. Does have a Deafening Blast. He's gonna use it. So it looks like he's gonna be fine for now. Meanwhile, Mold Machine will fight up here with Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler will be forced to use the ultimate. Actually, Raimi gets his revenge. Will burst down the Ursa first before the Troll Warlord will go down. Right, Kez is also in a lot of trouble. There's gonna be a chain on this Invoker. Invoker will get taken down. That's a mega kill streak going by way of this Ember Spirit, and he's gonna brandish his new Mage Slayer. Can he try to go for more here? Zen is actually low on the HP department. Can they find this kill onto the Disruptor? Does not look like they
Dire's
can.
bottom tower is under attack.
Overall, Goldwyn is everything going in favor of Goonsquad right now. Raimi has to be careful here. Gonna get swapped back. Oh no! Raimi, that's a little bit too deep. He's gonna get taken down by Never.
This is non-stop packed fun, I'm not gonna lie. It's exciting, but this is where you're gonna start bleeding out if you don't wait it out. You gotta pay attention, you gotta catch up.
Oh, Lion. Oh, he's gonna get
And-
surrounded by 3 heroes. Yeah, it's not a good day
Reverse
to be
that.
a Lion right now. You're gonna try to turn things around. Never will get hit by a Finger of Death. Zen will actually show up here. Tornado will clip out 2 heroes, so Doom will get taken down first. Can Mold Machine try to find a way to stay alive in this one? No mana left on this Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit will use his Remnant to go forward. Will take down Mold Machine, so Mold Machine will die yet again. Zen is still in the area. 7 more seconds till the Sack Storm comes off cooldown. They will find the Invoker as well. Timbersaw, can he try to get any type of kill here? Any type of rebuttal, but doesn't look like he can. Raimi in the area. Can't get anything here. Oh, actually, McGee has to watch out. Nightcrawler is... Oh no, you have to get out of here, Timbersaw. You don't want to be here. Yuzak, he's going to try to take a lot of damage from this Timbersaw. But this Timbersaw is simply surrounded. He can't leave. Nightcrawler claims yet another life on this Timbersaw. Battle Fury picked up now the Ursa. Now has a Blink Dagger as
Dire's
well.
middle tower is under attack.
This is when Ursa gets his BKB, he can go for Roche right now in the 17th minute. Top area, that's probably where he's going right now. When that BKB comes into play, this is where
Doesn't
what's
need
it called?
BKB. Hold
Bandal
on, he's
Sabege
just
is
walking
done.
in. He doesn't need BKB. He's walking into Roshan right now. He has a Vampire Fangs as his neutral item, and
Is under attack.
Oh no, I mean after. After this, when he starts like leveling up and he gets that BKB, there's nothing to stop him. Right now they have a Disruptor ult, they have that what's it called, Static Storm, and they need to use that so that the Ursa can just get like bursted down. Right now, they're not doing that. They're going 1 by 1 here, 2 by 2, and they're just bleeding themselves
Radiant's bottom
right.
tower
They
is
need
under
to
attack.
reset.
Roshan.
oh wait,
regroup,
oh they
and
find
get
the
it.
Ember Spirit. If they can kill off the Ember Spirit, Static Storm gonna get dropped right on top of this Ember. There's gonna be a huge kill if they can get it. Vessel gonna be used on the Ember Spirit. The Glimpse back, no mana left on the Ember Spirit. Tornado will clean things up here. So Knightley will fall to Raikez.
Significance astounds.
They get
That's a
Roshan,
good start.
but you find the Ember Spirit. Small win
It's a
there.
nice-
Bottom tower
Small
is
win.
under
It's a
attack.
good trade in that situation. But again, they need to regroup again, wait for that Static Storm, and take out that Ursa. I know they've stunted the growth of the Timbersaw, but they need to do the same thing for their
Speaking of Ursa, he actually
opposing
tried to
lane.
jump here onto Raimi, but Raimi almost killed him off. Almost, but it's a very strong word here in Dota. Almost.
I've learned that it's never almost, because I've seen it where people are just 100 health.
Oh, wait a second. There's gonna be an engagement here on the top side. McGee will get chased down by a hunting Raikez. He will pick up yet another kill. Thanks to the Vessel. So, Raikez starting to get a little more active here on the map. Finding yet another kill. So, back-to-back kills now for the Invoker. Doom in the area does have a Doom to use. will be able to pop it. Force staff upwards, and they're gonna come back here onto the Doom. But here comes Knightly. Knightly thinking about going in onto this one, but he's gonna wisely not jump in. Doom? Okay, it doesn't look like he's gonna catch that anyway. But meanwhile, bottom side, Nightcrawler and Muzak will be more than enough to take down Raimi once again. But here comes the Ice Wall from the Invoker. Can they try to find his Orso first? He does have the Aegis and he will jump. Oh, he's actually not gonna make it here on the low ground. Nightcrawler is out of mana. Gonna try to turn things around onto this Disruptor. Disruptor is in a world of trouble right now. Can he drop the Static Storm at the very least first? Yes, he can. But here comes the Doom. The Doom will walk into the Doom and he's gonna get the Doom off onto this Invoker. Invoker is not gonna be long for this world. He will get taken out. Double kill right now for this Doom. 4 for none. They tried to punish for Nightcrawler, but in the end, they get punished themselves.
Yeah, there was a nice Lotus use on the Ursa so you can get enough mana to fight, which was smart on their side. But again, they need to rethink that. They need to quickly grab him and take that Aegis out and go from there. But that miss on that, what's it called?
Earth Spike.
Miss on the Earth Spike should have just stopped from there. They shouldn't have just gone in there and just diving deep. They're constantly going in too deep in these engagements. They can disengage and they can scale real well into this game, and they know that, but they're just constantly going and diving in too deep, especially without the troll. It's getting them worse in the situation. Like, either catch one off and back out, or if you can't, burst one down, leave. It's gonna get worse and worse from here if they don't.
Shiva's now on the Timbersaw at least.
What do you think the Timbersaw needs now to catch up in this game? What is going to be something that's going to make a defining change in this?
I really think if this Timbersaw can get like a win, like Lotus is actually a good item, but Lotus and Wind Waker are the two items that come into my mind. So Timbersaw gets Lotus so to protect against the Doom, and assuming you can get a Wind Waker, if you can get to that point, you get Wind Waker. It's gonna make things more difficult to kill you.
And he goes for the Lotus, and he's trying to.
Yeah, he's going for Lotus. 1 minute 30 on the Aegis. They will smoke up here on the side of Bandal, so they don't want the troll to be involved just yet. But will this be a detriment to them? They will walk into Nightcrawler. They will ping things out here. There's gonna be a Blink Dagger on the Doom, but oh no, the Invoker gets found out first. He's gonna get chained here. There's gonna be a Sunshine gonna be committed. Doom will get instantly taken out of this fight. So beautiful chain stuns right there. But the Nightcrawler will find Zen first. So they want to try to continue this one. There's no detection right now. Raimi, oh no, you don't want to be in that spot, Raimi. Raimi will get taken out once again. Yuzak will get that kill. There's gonna be a swap in. Oh no! The swap will actually prevent the Meteor from hitting that Vengeful Spirit! And they're gonna turn things around. They find 4 heroes here in the mid lane. Beautiful swap from the Venge. Prevents her from dying, and the Invoker falls yet again.
I don't know why Invoker was holding that Tornado. He should have used that much more earlier. It would have helped the whole team. He was holding that. I don't know why.
Agadem's next on the list here for this Ember Spirit. Does have the Veil of Discord as well. So this Ember Spirit, real issue right now. Maul Machine is pushing out the top side. Oh, can I get away from this one? Do they have a stun? Yes, they do! Oh no, Maul Machine tried to TP out, but the Doom and the stun catches him out. Oh.
Your entrails festoon my home.
That hurts. 10 seconds left on the Aegis, so that will be removed in just a moment.
That Aegis just utilized them about 5k into the lead with this these last couple of fights. And they've given them space, they've given them time to farm, kills, XP, like... Bandal Sabege right now need to think about how they're going to give enough space for that Troll Warlord, and to also see, actually, really enough after this 8th lens, an Agnum Scepter on this Disruptor. I know it sounds greedy, but he needs to get that so that he can actually stop both the Doom and the Ursa, and sooner or later the Ember when he gets his BKB from jumping out. Because right now, if you can't contain them, you're done.
Yeah, it looks really rough right now for Bandal, and game number 1 for Goonsquad doesn't really look too good for the side of Bandal. It looks like it's Goonsquad's game to lose. Oh, the ward will be placed down here. Never gonna jump straight in, try to kick out Zen first, but he's gonna get caught off with a Static Storm. He might have dove a little bit too deep with the Static Storm being dropped right on top of him. Zen will bait that perfectly. So they find a pick off here onto the Doom.
Dire's top
So
tower
this is
under
where,
attack.
honestly, I don't think that they. Oh, it was a 5-man wait. There they go. Going. Definitely going. I thought there was gonna be what's it called? Maldma was gonna go away, but
Dire
Mald is
are
going in as
scanning.
well. And see now when Mald's gonna be farming and they're trying to start
Radiant's
going
middle
deep, this is
tower
where
is under
they're gonna
attack.
suffer. Get one more pick off if they can find one.
Nope. Looks like they will be able to get away from this one. There's already a BKB now on Nightly going for the Shard next. Or sorry, Nightcrawler. It's crazy how they have two players they have that have the name Knight on this team.
Yeah, I know.
Nightcrawler and Nightly. That's actually kind of. It's like a little bit of a tongue twister. It's the same vibe as having a Lina and Luna in the same team. Or
Yeah, I know.
in the same game, sorry.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Orson now has a Shard.
So now this is where
Shard on the Lion too.
how do you address now the situation with the Nightcrawler, Ursa?
You just
You
have to
have to
try
get
and kill
either-
his friends, yeah.
Yeah, because like now you just got a BKB on the Troll Warlord, which is alright. But how do you end up locking him down? Because he can do some serious damage. And if this is a Doom just on one of these heroes, whether it be the Timber or the, Troll, this Ursa is just going to rip through the rest of the squad.
Okay, so
You
here's
need
what
to
I'm
be able to get
thinking
him out.
for the Ursa. The Troll Warlord should just build the Fusel Blade so he can get rid of the mana on the Ursa. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but the Enrage is regardless going to be there.
Yeah, but as soon as the Enrage is over, assuming the Doom is not there, right? One-on-one, Troll Warlord with the Ursa. If they can get rid of the mana on the Ursa, it won't be that much of an issue.
It's not a bad idea. Could go even Disperser and end up moving around a lot more. But I'm thinking more so Basher so they can stop because it's gonna be an Ember with BKB. It's gonna be a Doom on BKB on Doom, sorry, and Ursa's gonna have BKB as well. So we need 3 BKB piercing abilities, and the only one that you can think of right now is on that Troll Warlord with that Basher.
Basher
No one else knows
into Butterfly, I'm guessing, or I would assume because they need evasion as well for the Ursa. So just in case he wants a 1v1 the Ursa, he needs a Butterfly. But Basher
Yeah,
into going for the Manta though.
I think that's just for the dispel and that evasion, like that dodge for the stun, the chains and the thing, which is smart because they doesn't want to, obviously waste the BKB on just one set of chains, but that is gonna give him a little bit of a significant time
Oh,
delay
wait,
on
hold on a
something
second.
like
They have to be very careful right now. McGee in the area with Nightcrawler, and they also have Never coming on from the bottom side river. Aghanim Scepter gonna be activated here. They're gonna just jump straight in. Can he try to find the skill on the Ember Spirit? No, they cannot. Sadexon will even be dropped down. The Lion couldn't get a stun. And Never's is gonna jump straight in. Tornado won't catch out anybody. A beautiful dodge right there from the Ember Spirit. The buyback right now instantly from the Lion. They'll try to continue this fight. Oh no, the BKB gonna be pop here on the Troll Warlord. But the Doom is already out on him. He looks like he will be able to run away from this one. Lion will also blink away, but Raimi's in a lot of trouble here. Looks like he's gonna get chained up, gonna get taken down.
This is a good
3 dead with the buyback plus a buyback from the Lion.
A little bit of miscommunication and misplay on that situation. He got caught out by the Ember, but then that glimpse and that Static Storm being a little bit outplaced, both Ursa and Ember got out of it.
Dire's top
So
tower is
it's
under
just
attack.
a little bit of like scrappy play when they should be just playing more reserved. At the moment, they're right now way behind.
Yeah, they also have
Manta's still
they
on
have a
the
Lion with a Mana Drain Shard, so they should chill out. Let them go high ground. Like, you go high ground, I'm gonna like get rid of all your mana, like from 3 different heroes, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be really fun to watch.
Almighty money.
This is where they have that ability, like you said, like they can hold that high ground, but how do they hold that just enough? Because that Ember is gonna start to plateau, and so is that Ember. That Ursa, and when you have both of them starting to, ooh, they're going for Roche already.
Yep.
If you end up just letting them plateau in their ability, then you can just start to win the late game. You do not need to catch up now and try to get a kill. Obviously, this Invoker's gonna keep scaling with the same way how he has his Midas, but
Shrine has fallen to the Radiant.
Yeah, I
At what
think if
level are
they
you
can
gonna
just
keep
find a
leading?
way to isolate them, make them like bait one hero, force them to like destroy a hero with all their skills, right? If they can do that, and then stall out the fight even longer, like get rid of an Aegis, hit and run kind of deal, they can really hold this high ground. Basher now on the Ursa though with the cheese.
oof, this is gonna hurt.
Almost a Lotus though on Raimi at least, so they have something to look forward to. I'm guessing, but it's really hard to see the positives right now on the side of Bandal.
Remy's one of the lowest of cores, and it's difficult. He's literally as close to the enchant. It's
Manta on the troll
pretty
though.
dismal, yeah.
Dire's middle
Alright, so
tower
they have a
Manhunt.
Manta on troll, so that's something to look at. Let's see what troll will get next. So it's gonna keep a Lincoln Sphere actually. So he can't even go offensive here. Oh, Raimi will go in. EMP is gonna be committed here. He will clean everything up. Oh, Ember Spirit thinking about going in. But that Remnant is just there for vision. Does have the shard as well even. So this Ember Spirit, you thought he was hard to catch, now he's gonna be even harder to catch. Smoke of Deceit gonna be used here by Bandal. It's gonna be such a huge fight right now. If they can find a way to get at least 2 heroes here and then get a clean getaway.
Invoker not
Drop
noticing that
down,
he's being seen.
McGee. Didn't want to try to jump in onto this one. Oh no, the Invoker's gonna get hit by the Doom! He's gonna get straight up hit by the Doom. They're gonna try to pick off this Invoker first. The glimpse back here onto this Ember Spirit. Looks like the Invoker, he's still silenced, he's still rooted. Everything right on top of Invoker. They will take him out first. Lion will actually die back here in the backline as well. Nightcrawler currently on a triple kill. Raimi in the backline, gonna try to take down Yusak at the very least, but he won't be even be able to get that one. Troll Warlord surrounded right now, does have no BKB actually. Raimi will get taken down by Yusak of all people. Matasal gonna be used here, but no! Maul Machine can't fight through the Manta style, and they'll lose all 5 heroes for the price of a Vengeful Spirit. Oh no.
Dire's middle tower
The
has
Doom
fallen.
was just able to get the Doom off on the Invoker, and that basically spelled
yeah.
the end for the fight.
Dire's middle barracks are
I don't think the
under
Invoker
attack.
noticed. He like his smoke broke and he was just watching the Venge. There was no jump, no nothing. He could have done something, but he's just watching the Venge. I wish I could they could hear me here screaming, Invoker, you're seen, like. And I think the rest of his team might have communicated that, and he was just not paying attention because he was standing right in that fountain area in the trees, and he was just
Dire's top tower
in vision.
has fallen.
Yeah, one more
So-
shot though.
Structures are
No Static
fortified.
Storm for 5 more seconds. They will use the
Dire's
fortification
top
here.
barracks are under attack.
Raimi will be TPing to the bot side actually. Oh, it looks like Raimi will clean up that wave, so. Good choice. Raimi will try to get back his own farm. Static's arm. Oh, Ember Spirit has to watch out. He gets caught out here. Oh, beautiful swap to keep him alive. There was no finger. They didn't use the finger. Actually, Ember Spirit will try to go back in on top of this one. Ball Machine will be running right in. Gonna try to take down the Vengeful Spirit first. But meanwhile, Nightcrawler in the back. Can he try to take down his Invoker? One more hit. We should be able to do the trick. The stun will save him. Then Ursa will actually get turned on. Abyssal Blade at the ready. But the mana, it's gonna be gone. The glimpse back. They really want this Ursa kill. Maul Machine actually dies in the back line. But the Ursa will finally get rid of the Aegis.
Has fallen.
Can they kill him a
Troll
second
helped
time?
all of them.
Oh, the blink away, Ursa. A little bit too fast on that one. But they're gonna try to keep him in this base. The mana drain just doing so much. The glimpse back. They can't even find him. Malbashi died all alone because his team was dealing with an Ursa.
See, I'm gonna say this now. There he is. Perfect. As I was about to say it. Pro Water needs to get the Spasher. He held out on 3 of the enemy teammates. He had the Venge, he had the Doom, and he had the... What was it? Venge, Doom, and... No. It was the Ench,
Ember.
Doom, and the Ember. He was holding all 3 of them out. He just did not have that BKB piercing damage. And when he gets that Basher and he finishes it, that's when the game can swing over. He needs to have that damage. After that, he'll be able to lock everyone down.
Izak gets the shard as well from the Tormentor. So they get Sprink.
It's pretty good. Honestly, I think that's going to be a lot of damage, but it's not going to make the game difference here, but I just need that Basher. He needs that Basher.
It's one thing that's holding them back. It's either that or they need to let them mess up again.
Ooh.
Oh! Oh no!
Oh.
The glimpse! The Ember Spirit dodges it with a slight and they don't have a glimpse for this fight!
Oh, they don't have Static Storm anymore. How are they going to defend this?
Oh no, and they're gonna find the Ember Spirit or the Disruptor! The Ursa just walks in!
I go now to the river to wash
No
your blood
buyback.
from my
No buyback, no Static Storm, 4 versus 5 just like that in a blink of an eye. Invoker has to be careful as well. Oh, the dive in! Nightly in the backline! Is this a little bit too much though? The BKB will be activated. There's gonna be a Doom on top of this Troll Warlord. Can't even find any type of kill here. Swap back on this Invoker. Invoker taking way too much damage. Nightcrawler is just insane and they just call GG off the back of that. All out domination from Goonsquad and they take game number 1 in convincing fashion against Bandal Sabege. 34 minutes in.
Victory.
What a
Ay, ay,
start.
ay. I called it. I called it. They're gonna shut down that timber. And there was too many little mistakes. Line Earth Spike misses that last bit on that lovely Static Storm. They should have waited till it obviously came back. Obviously, Ember can dodge it, but damn, that is just they played it more better. Honestly, Goonsquad just outplayed them. They didn't make any mistakes. They played the crisp game, and they ended up obviously showing up. Bandal did try to do well. I think the Invoker honestly was about to win mid, but at the end of it, the rotations, the crisp play, they made very little to no mistake. Goonsquad here, and Bandal paid it with the first game to lose.
Yeah, there's nothing really much said because the Doom really changed a lot of the aspects of this fight of this game because he gets a Doom on literally anybody here. They just run them down, and it's just so difficult for them to do something because you Doom Troll, he can't ultimate. You Doom Invoker, he can't cast spells. They didn't even need to Doom the Timbersaw because, like what he said, the Timbersaw already got shut down, so he's not going to be a factor anyway. So he dooms either Troll, he dooms either the Troll or the Invoker, and the fight's just won. They can't, and very good positioning from Goonsquad. None of them really got caught out. They played together. It made it really difficult for Bandle to try to get pickoffs one by one, but I feel like the troll just couldn't really get anything done here. Battle Fury or not, I don't think it would have changed much.
Nah, it would have been the Battle Fury. It needed to be. I think honestly, he shouldn't have gone even the Manta in that situation because that dispel was not really helping him in that situation. Because he would just constantly just put in that BKB. But honestly, it kind of like goes further from behind, back and back. They got that double kill and Doom on top, and on top of that, there was too many missed Earth Spikes, especially in that situation where he could have saved Raimi here, but he didn't. And that paired with that last mistake is honestly where it is. Other than that, they were doing real well. They had good ideas, but it's just the execution of little things that made that difference. Other than that, they had the chance to win. And unfortunately, they didn't capitalize on the fact that they had that static storm before or that BKB. If they did that, I think it would have been a really, really cool and long game. But unfortunately, too many mistakes.
Yep. So in the meanwhile, while there's break in the action, I will be heading to the comfort room first. So keep everyone entertained first, there, Yeti.
hmm It's one of those situations where picks don't matter. It's more so in regards to how they play it out. Wasn't even a forced off. It was a blink rush on that line. It's fair enough, but still. Use on Venge is very interesting as well. Let me check the chat, see what people are saying.
All right, I've returned.
Yeah, I've actually, I was curious. I just saw the Yules on a Venge. What was the Yules used for?
Probably so when the Ven swaps in, she uses herself to keep herself alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say either that or it's just like dodging the EMPs. That was very interesting. I did not see that actually at all. But I think honestly one of the like there's not much they could have done. They just had to execute more properly. I think the blink, yeah, you had to get it on the line, but I think it would have been smarter if we went for the four staff, especially in a situation where they've got a lot of like kind of locks and a lot of abilities with Scorched Earth and stuff. And it would have kind of, I guess, supported a little more better. But honestly, yeah, it's a little bit of execution and not capitalizing on the fact they have a Ursa that, when silenced, is screwed. Ursa cannot do anything in the situation. When in Static Storm, it ends up screwing them more before BKB. They did not utilize on it. They should have banded down, moved towards there, and stunt him so and giving enough time to troll. Troll outscales the Ursa, especially towards the late game, but they just didn't. And I don't know. I think Bandal need to go back, reset, have a little bit of a think, and kind of just take a little bit of the nerves down. I think they're just being more anxious in the situation because of the final, but they need to go back and think, look, we got here, we deserve to be here. We need to put up a fight in the situation, and they need to play a little more confident. And yeah, if that ends up happening, they can make some good plays and win.
Yeah, I think the other thing that Bandal has to figure out, they have to figure out what they should do with Raimi because they banned three of Raimi's heroes there. Timbersaw is probably the next best thing they can pick for him, but they have to try to explore other things with Raimi because I think they were kind of forced to pick Timbersaw for Raimi because he doesn't have any other heroes to play. I'm not too sure though.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's in the middle of a series. They don't know what to do in that situation, and yeah, obviously, Goonsquad just went to put it to the test. But like I said, maybe think about getting some other roamer, rather than a lane dominator or someone that's going to help with team fight. Just get someone that's going to rotate and pressure another lane and chokehold. Because if they're going to go out for one of your lanes, maybe try to do the same against theirs and give it a little taste of their own medicine. I think honestly, if they ended up going and getting a rotator and choking at this Ember, Nightly would have just started to crumble down. Yeah, I mean Gary Timber's gone, but at least you'll end up taking one of their main rotations out, and then what? Then they don't know what to do,
Yep.
you know? So I think they have to think about a couple of ideas if they get the same set of bans, and yeah, go from there. But yeah, they've got a lot of thinking to do and a lot of de-stressing. They need to reset. I think they were just anxious. There was a lot of things. A lot of people, especially, if I'm correct. Yeah, no way a lion that's an ancient 3 is gonna miss stuns like that. He's obviously knows what he's doing. I think he's just anxious. And that's like a lot gut wrenching because now he's gonna get in a situation where he's like, I just was being anxious and I messed up a lot here. Same with the disruptor. So I think reset, take a drink of water, breathing exercises, and go into the second game and do what you guys are supposed to do, Put them up to the test. Make them work for it the same way you would if it was in group stages, same way you would if you're playing a pub.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, and take a breather. You guys have got to this place, own up to it, and let's go for game two.
Maybe they want to go for game three. Maybe
Yeah,
that's just all it
exactly.
is. They let
Yeah.
game two, they let game one to be a scouting report, and then they go into all right. No, we know what they're up to. Now let's go win the last two games.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if they're gonna respect Ban the Ember. It was a really decent pick. It did put pressure on it, but the Invoker did also come back. I think again, all of them were just anxious because in the situation where I saw it, Invoker he switched on real quick. He was a little bit jittery throughout the beginning, and then he started to be like, you know what, I need to be here. Got that ego back, and did really well. Honestly, I was seeing it. Even though there was action around the map, he
Mm-hmm.
ended up pulling out. But it's just, yeah. I don't know what the next set of bands are. This was a really good draft. I enjoyed the draft picking really well. It's just now what are they deciding to do from here?
Yep. So now we're just gonna be waiting for game number two to start. So in the break, we're gonna be just resting for a little bit. I have to definitely rest my voice for just a little bit. That's all I can say.
There's another game going on as well. Unbothered and Benice Rubik Enjoyers.
Ooh.
Easy upper division. Very
I
interesting.
think that's Jev's laundromat in
Hmm.
the official for Phoenix Dota. They're called
Yeah.
Jave's laundromat.
Ah, that's pretty interesting.
We can check out that game first while we're waiting. We might as
It's
well
in
do a little
drafting phase.
drafting
I'm
phase.
enjoying it. It's in drafting phase right now. I'm looking at it. It's like pretty interesting. They bring out the Kunkka as well. An Enigma and a Medusa. So it's like this is getting very juicy, especially with a Magnus that can take out the Enigma. That's a counter pick. Um, it's very interesting. They took out the Ember, obviously. OD's taken that as well. Void for Enigma counter. Where is this Enigma going? Boss 4?
Could be on offline Enigma. I think they ran. I think Unbothered run Enigma 3 before.
It's one of those situations where it does look good as Enigma. Enigma has been one of those play like, cores now picked on pause 3, which is good because they can put that heavy pressure on that pause on that safe lane. Especially as a Juggernaut, you're thinking, oh, I can just spin and get out. No, Enigma's Eldeons is gonna just hurt you. are gonna put a lot of pressure on you, and that tower is gonna be squeezed. So how do you address it? You got a Magnus, sure, but to what extent?
They're still in the main menu for the side of the Goonsquad and Bandal series. So
Hmm.
we'll take 5 first. I'll put in the loading screen to chill out first. So stay in tune, guys, because we're gonna be back for more. Mike. Okay. Hello, hello. All right, sorry for the long wait, everybody. So now it looks like game number two. The lobby is now started, and now teams are now going to be loading in. So we're gonna wait for the game to load in, and I think Yeti decided to
I'm
take a
here.
walk. Oh, Yeti's here. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I just
Very good.
took a little stroll, just to get my blood pumping. I am excited.
All
Game
right.
one was very interesting, the drafting phase, so let's see.
Want to see how game number two will go out. So start out. So right now we're just waiting for the lobby to load up, and we're gonna be in drafting phase in just about 5 minutes. So tell me, Yeti, for game number two, what do you expect on the side of Bandal? So what do you want to see changed up for them?
I think that if Goons was gonna do the same bands, I think they're gonna have to pick the same kind of, I guess, answer. But I think that they should pick more of a rotational lineup. I think Bandle needs to push in that early game. As you said, Goonsquad is one of those mid-game teams, so they need to think about how they're gonna address it and how to pressure them early and cripple them. They don't do that, they're gonna end up losing it like last game, and they're gonna scramble. But they also need to take it a situation where sit down and say, you know what, I got here, and don't be anxious, because that's the only thing that made them lose.
Mm-hmm.
They got to their heads, they had the game, and all it was their own selves. So take a step back, a breather, go with the fresh mindset, and make this best of three, game three type game, which I would love to see.
Yep. And for those of you watching right now, and you guys have to like maybe go in the middle of the game, or you couldn't watch it. I'm going to be uploading the VOD for this grand finals onto my YouTube channel, so don't worry if you guys miss it for now. But
Dire
I
team
will
ban.
be trying to upload more VODs of these games to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to edit it out so you guys don't have to sit through the entire thing.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
yeah, so this grand finals will be uploaded to YouTube after
5
it's done.
seconds remaining.
Give me about like 1 or 2 days to upload it, but I will do that. So game number two now underway
Radiant
here.
team
Drafting
ban.
phase, Goonsquad on the
Radiant
Radiant side,
team
Bandle on
ban.
the Dire side, but this time looks like Bandle will be getting the last pick.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Wait, no. Wait, is it?
Yeah, Goonsquad had last pick last time, no? They
Yeah,
last
but
pick
it looks
Ursa.
like it looks still like
10 seconds remaining.
Bando's not getting last pick. It's Goon's getting last pick. Yeah.
5
Wait.
seconds remaining.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
sorry,
Goon's
my
getting
bad.
last
So
pick.
Goon's last pick. I couldn't tell because of the little arrow there. Sorry. So Goon Squad, the last pick, everybody.
But they had last game as well, so Goon's getting last pick twice. Is that Bando's decision? Because
Yeah, I
they
think
got the
so.
Ursa on last pick, so I don't know.
Might be their decision. I'm not too sure, but they should have advantage because Bandle is top one team, so they
Mhm.
should. They're giving them last pick.
I mean, that situation, they don't Bandle. I don't. They don't think they mind that because they don't want to lose all their offerings, which is now what they're gonna decide to pick here.
Yeah, that's true. I think they might first pick Raimi's hero, just so that he has a hero to play.
On this situation, I don't blame them.
Yep.
They need to secure it because of this specific situation with a limited pool. You need to get him something so he can stand up in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed Treant both in Team Solid and in the Goon Squad. Ah, there you go. There's the expand, and I think they're gonna take out that last one as well.
Yeah, Slardar. Oh no, Viper this time. So that opens up Slardar if they want.
Remaining.
So yeah,
5
they need to
seconds
maybe
remaining.
secure it for him because that limited pool is gonna cause an issue.
So Doom
But
is the second ban for Bandle, so good ban.
Band are taking a lot of time in their banning phase, and I do not know why.
I think they're trying to narrow down.
Pick.
Dying is the ban.
Not gonna lie, I do want a 60-minute game. I want to see those
Oh
tier 5
no.
at. It's just gonna be fun.
Not again. I had a 60-minute cast, so yeah, first pick there on Raimi's
Dire
hero
team
starter.
ban.
And
And
the
yeah,
Enchantress straight
can't
up
just pick up
after.
again, Yusak.
I think it was just so much, I guess, lane dominance over there, and so much harassability with that Enchantress. And if they get anyone that can do any possibility of an easy gank, like early kills with their safe lane. Enchantress is just one of those heroes that is a great pickup.
Mm-hmm. Lina banned
Radiant
out for
team
Lina
banned.
and OD, banned out for Bandal.
Radiant team pick.
They banned out Husker on the side of Goon.
Dire team pick.
Ember
And the
again.
Ember.
So same
Yeah.
lineup, essentially, so far for Goon.
I'm thinking in here, what do they? I mean, personally, I would say if the OD's out, take the Faceless. It's one of the situations where Faceless is a really, really good carry. I don't know why it's not picked as much more,
10 seconds
but it's one of the
remaining.
situations where Faceless can do a lot of damage, scale well into late game. You
5
can give him some
seconds.
space and he'll do the job. And I think definitely you should pick him on the second side of phase.
Yeah, I think they
But
will. They should.
as an OD gone out, it's not a bad pick. I mean, what can you counter other than an OD into Faceless, other than Invoker?
I mean, to counter the Faceless Void,
Yeah.
I guess you pick up the bench again. Venge and just to save the whoever's inside the Chronosphere.
Oh, actually, one thing I didn't notice, they used to have a Wyvern in this game. Alright.
Oh, that too.
Dire team pick.
Warlock.
Warlock.
So that's a Zen hero. So most likely going to be Warlock 5.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Really taking their time here with the bans.
Again, they're getting anxious. They're not sure what they want to pick.
Radiant team pick.
Tusk.
And a Tusk.
So flex pick on the Tusk, but most likely it might be a Tusk 4. So starter will have a. This will be a very aggressive offlane for Bandal.
I was about to say the exact same thing. It's going to be one of the situations where it's going to be uber aggressive. And yes, there's the option where you can flex the Tusk on a 3 and make it Warlock 4 with a slot R1 or something. Ooh.
Okay, so that's kind of scary for Goon. Because if they have like 2 Mage Slayer builders now.
Yeah, and if the Tide decides not to go Mage there and just go Tezo, it's one of the situations where it's just going to choke you out.
5 seconds remaining.
Warlock ends up getting interrupted. That loses a lot of his ability to do stuff. And there's one only person to do, and that's Tide, which limits their option. But honestly, I'm still thinking that Faceless Void on the side of Bandal will ruin them.
Jakiro.
Ah,
So
actually,
there's
I
a
think
I think they're gonna have to pick Void here.
you can. It's still going to be obviously a little bit dark with the situation that you've got a Jakiro now, because I do love a Jakiro against it. But with a Warlock, with a Slardar and a Tusk, it is a really good pick to get a Faceless Void. You can catch a lot of them out, especially that Ember Spirit,
5
burn him
seconds
down,
remaining.
and go from there. But it's if
Dire
they play it,
team banned.
Slark actually.
that's actually not a bad pick. That's a really good pick, actually. I mean, there is a lot of that, the Tide ulti, the Jakiro to, start to hurt the Slark, but it does lock down that Ember Spirit, which is one of their main issues they had in last game.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and in laning phase 2, Slark will feast off the Tidehunter, presumably.
5 seconds remaining.
Because Slark does have the Essence Shift, could stack up the Essence Shift, so it's going to be Tidehunter, and
Radiant team banned.
that could be a flex Enchantress, so I'm not too sure. They might play the Jakiro on the 5 now, but with the Slark pick, I think that really entices the Enchantress to be played as 4 now. So they ban out Troll. Good ban against the 4.
10 seconds remaining.
I personally still think that the Jakiro should stay in 4, mainly for the reason that his stuns and stuff can hold the Slark more than Enchantress, because one Dispel and Enchantress enchant basically goes away.
Yeah,
you
but
have
you
that
max
burst.
out the Impetus so that Slark's gonna cry.
True.
Could be anything because both of these supports are pretty decent against Slark, but the real issue is the Slark hitting, just free hitting the Tidehunter.
Now this is where Goonsquad are gonna have free reign. They know obviously what they're looking to ban here is the mid heroes, and they're looking at obviously what's it called? Riker's mids. So he's trying to think about who they want to ban.
They probably ban
Radiant
out
team
Sniper?
I honestly thought that was gonna be an Invoker.
I mean, I don't think Invoker won't be that good, but I don't think Sniper would have been picked either by Vandal. Like, I'm not too sure why they banned Sniper.
I personally like the Invoker
10
with that
seconds
Warlock
remaining.
ulti and that and the what's it called? Cataclysm. It is a big
5
hit,
seconds
but
remaining.
in saying so as well, yeah, it needs to work with the team. But who do Goonsquad want in this situation? You want to carry, you want something to work with your lineup and get those early kills. Who do you want inside
Jar
of Goonsquad?
Ranger.
I am a Drow Ranger main, and yeah, it's actually one of the situations.
Like,
Drow Ranger would
going up
benefit
against
so much.
Slardar. Slardar Tusk.
Mhm.
That's like, Jar Ranger's gonna have a very easy time. And assuming, like, yeah, you want the Jakiro against a Slark, right? But if you put Jakiro and Jar Ranger in the same lane together against a Slardar and the Tusk, they're not gonna have a good lane for off lane. So I think if they don't get the Drow, I think Bandal should look into banning the Drow Ranger. They definitely should, because I would be asking for Drow Ranger as well if I was the carry for Goonsquad, because looking at the lineup, right? You have Warlock, obviously, right? But you can easily silence him. You can just buy a Manta to get the purge off. Slardar,
Dire
you can
team
deal with him in
ban.
the lane. They banned the Magnus. Okay, so that's a
Dire
mid hero.
team pick.
They banned the
Oh, let's
Ursa,
get this,
actually.
Radiant team pick.
Very fast pick here. Lone Druid.
Ooh, the cheese.
Okay.
As you said it before, the brie cheese.
Okay, so that's actually an underrated hero to go up against the Ember Spirit, actually, because assuming you have a good Lone Druid, which Rikes does
10
play a good Lone
seconds
Druid,
remaining.
he can really bully the Ember Spirit, because what can the Ember Spirit really do if you can really manage your HP on the bear?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
you have chains, right? But he's gonna run you down eventually.
That is
You
a
have
very
the
good
Flame
pick.
Guard. Yeah, you have Flame Guard, but Lone Druid doesn't do magic damage, so you get
And
Flame
now
Guard to
situation-
farm.
Yeah, but now the situation, does that draw work?
Yeah, it really does work for Drow. I would say, like, I like my odds. Like, if I pick Drow Ranger, it's my game to lose. Like,
Mm.
if the Drow dies to the Lone Druid, it's a skill issue. Like, honestly, like, you should be using your silence and you should be focusing the Lone Druid hero, not the bear. If he can still kill you and get off his ultimate, Naga.
You may now select your heroes.
Aga.
Oh, okay, I can see it. It's a good answer-ish to the Lone Druid bear going into the late game. But I don't really know for going into a Slark, though.
Yeah, that's the thing where I'm like kind of worried into a situation where the Slaughter is going to be very, very tanky and can just run them down. Once BKBs are up, Naga can't do much.
Yeah, they also have
Naga-
a Slardar that, like, if Slardar goes Ags and Shard,
Yeah,
or
and that's
even just
that,
goes Shard, yeah.
Naga's illusions are going to be like nullified, and in a situation where there's a Warlock and with the what's it called chains, it's just going to start running them down. And then what can they do to basically help out the supports once they're down? Once those like irritating supports are stopped, what can Goonsquad do? That Naga can just be ignored when it comes to late game, and Lone Druid's just going to go very, very hardcore. And I think honestly, Lone Druid, hopefully Rakus can do it, and this time it's gonna beat Nightly in mid. And when that happens, how are you gonna stop this Lone Druid, especially with a Slark that likes to get those early kill games? Honestly,
Yeah.
if Bandal play it well, I'm looking at a Slark that's gonna get at least 30 stacks here, but they need to play right. They
Yeah,
again,
looking at the lineup for Goon, they don't have a real answer in killing the Lone, but the only answer they have to commit Ravage, they have to just jump the Lone, right? They have Ember Spirit, they have Ravage, they have the Naga, with, presumably, let's say Naga gets an Orchid, they just jump the Lone Druid, take him out of the game, and then you win the fight, right? But if the Lone Druid, like what you said, if the Lone Druid plays carefully, then this is Vandal's game to lose right now.
Prepare for battle.
I was really expecting a Drow Ranger pick, like, not gonna lie.
yeah, I was thinking the same. In a situation, obviously, I was thinking it, but like, what's it called? When it comes to Lone Druid, if you end up having it, the bear after he gets face boots, he just runs you down. I'm a Drow main, and I love to play Drow, but Laundred's the one person that you end up having issue with early game because he just, when that 8 minute mark hits and he's got that face boots, you're just done. Any rotation on you, he hits 2 shots, he'll get that, obviously, the root, because obviously every time I've been versing the God's chance gets it, and I always get rooted. And then that's it. From there, it's just,
20%.
it's
Yeah.
done.
ready for a fight.
And
30 seconds
what's it
to
called?
battle.
When that happens, then you start basically just running down and losing. And especially with a draw, unless you get your ags early,
This is a good
you
opportunity
can't farm very easily.
to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. The Naga, I mean, interesting choice. I still would have said draw over Naga. But let's see, maybe they're thinking that they want to initiate with the Song of Siren and then jump in with the Tide, but I don't know.
Alright, so game number 2 now underway, everybody. So show your support for your team, Goonsquad and Bandal. A little bit of an engagement here in the bottom rune. They have the enchant, they have the slow, but the Slaughter is forced to get the sprint. Oh. You have to get sprint just to get out of that one, so that's not how you want to start things out here in the Slardar. Good blocks there from Rikez in the mid lane. He will slightly win that one, and first hit, first root. And that's going to
See
be a
what I mean?
good sign. Yep, that's going to be a good sign for Rikez in mid. So he gets a first hit on the first root, sorry, on the Ember Spirit. So that's a good way to start things off. So Slark now going to be hitting up top, heading up top with this Tide Hunter in the area. So Ember Spirit forced to get the Flame Guard first. So Ember Spirit definitely going. I believe he's gonna go 0-2-3, just so that he can get maximize the farm here. I don't think he's killing. I think he knows he's not killing the Lone Druid unless the Lone Druid really messes up.
Yeah. I'm more worried about Raimi. He's already on half health just because he had to rush that sprint, and he's not liking his lane right now.
Yeah, but if anyone can come back, or if anyone can be relatively useful, I think it's Slardar. Even though like, yeah, it's gonna be difficult for the Slardar to bounce back from a tough lane, right? But like, your real role later on, it's just going to be just get the stun off onto the Naga Siren, and then we can jump her. Like it doesn't matter what you do.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Mold Machine's
I agree.
courier will actually die here. Gonna get some hits off. Oh, there's gonna be the tomato soup, as my friends like to call it. Tomato soup on the Tide Hunter. Bounce in on the Tide. There's actually a handful, good amount of damage being done here. McGee is there for the dual breath. Will deter the Stark from pushing forward, but good damage from the top overall.
Yeah, Stark needs his level 3 before he starts to decide to jump in again.
Oh look at the micro there from Rikez. He gets both water runes. Oh wow, that's really smart. I actually didn't think that through.
Yeah, ever since they changed Laundred's Barrier into a hero type, what's it called, unit, he can actually do that. He can take bounties, he can take water runes, and that's where we were thinking it's very, very overpowered. As a Barrier can now just pick up water runes and bounties. What the hell?
I think it's alright. I mean, Rikez uses it to perfection there. He's able to get that 2 water runes, denies the Ember Spirit some regen, but has to be careful here though. The bear is low on the HP department, so yeah. Like what I mentioned, Knightley is going for the max out of the Flame Guard, but Rikez will simply refresh the bear. Oh yeah, Yuzak in trouble. Gets a first batch. Gonna get the second one. One more hit. Nature's Attendant will be enough. They're in the river, so this Slardar can chase this Enchantress down, but so fast. Fastest hero in the game. And I don't think they can catch up unless the shards. Oh, it's gonna catch her out. Oh, yeah. Yuzak should be taking the tumble here. That's going to be first blood, actually. So first blood going to Raimi, so that's a good bounce back. That's a lot of space for the Naga Siren, but you're giving up first blood. And Raimi even gets a Heating Lotus here. First trouble. Looking at elsewhere. The bear was refreshed in the mid lane, so Rikez won't really have that much of an issue. Oh, this is gonna be another root. Gonna get another one off. Doesn't look like he can, but good amount of damage being done here to the Ember Spirit. And surprisingly, the Ember Spirit is winning up the last hit battle. Yep, top side. Looks like there's gonna be a little bit of engagement. A lot of slows here on the Slark. Actually, even gets hit by the Anchor Smash. Even using the Blood Grenade just to deal with the Slark. So Slark taking a lot of magic damage here on the top side. Water runes again being claimed by Rikez. So bottle will stay empty for December Spirit. So this time Rikez has more rune control over December Spirit for obvious reasons, since he's playing this lane 2 versus 1 on the Ember Spirit. So taking advantage of that one, getting all the runes if possible. Remy continuing to farm up here, or rather trying to contend here with this Naga Siren in the bottom lane.
And this is where the situation happens where you obviously can see someone's lane dominant. You need to get someone in there. You need to rotate here. Either Jakiro, I would actually say more the Jakiro than the Enchantress, and come in here and, like, you know, pressure that Laundry before he gets at level 6. When he gets at level 6, then you can't really do much on him.
Yep.
But
Yeah, the Laundry is just gonna free hit you.
in a lineup with Goonsquad where you need to be pressuring and, like, crippling some of these heroes that will benefit and win this late game. I can guarantee you, when a Slardar, when a Slark, when a Lone Druid gets to late game, you ain't winning. There is no way you're winning. It's very, very rare, and especially with Goonsquad's lineup, not happening unless they figure out a way.
Looking at the last hit chart right now, Tidehunter on the top, followed by the Slark, and then the Lone Druid. So everyone here has 20 apiece. Ember Spirit and the Naga Siren also has 20. Remy soon to join the club in the 20 last hits club. The cool kill.
And bot.
Oh, there's a little bit of a go here on top of this Enchantress. Do you have enough here? Oh yeah, the snowball, more than enough. And the bash. They take down the Enchantress. So Remy already having such a better lane by a mile. 2 miles. You know what? Remy is having an infinitely better lane here against this Naga Siren compared to the last game.
And just Rikers over here just doing an infinite bear glitch where he just keeps getting his
no. Shield rune gets taken by the Ember Spirit though, so
Radiant's courier.
Ember's out here taking this bear down bot, so like I think he was 100 health again and again, but it's just
when he's forced to pop here, meanwhile topside there will be an engagement here. Raiken, or rather Zen, will fall down, but they have to watch out. Magi, oh no! Dies to the Dark Pack, and Slark will just get a freebie off of that one. They find Zen, but they give an Essence Shift to the Slark. And they have to be careful. I think Slark's thinking of diving this. If he can get this skill, if this Tidehunter is not careful enough, yeah, he's gonna dive this. Okay, no. Well, doesn't dive for it yet. Nightly will force to be pop the shield rune here in the mid lane, but it's used defensively.
And in the situation, when you look at it, so right now, I can see the Ember obviously still pressuring this bear, and obviously I've seen it not twice being reset, but irregardless, Riker's got this infinite glitch where he's just constantly bringing this bear back, and it's pressuring this. Nightly's not getting what he wants. He has barely even got he hasn't got his Brand Boost yet towards him. He's only refreshed the bottle once. He is really out of pressure here. He's not getting anywhere. Someone needs to rotate. Save him.
He's forced to go back. This is a regen. Bottom lane, Remy gets rooted, gets enchanted, but looks like Remy has a little bit too much movement speed for them to contend, and he will be able to get away from this one. Tango from Universe, and he will get the Wizard Rune as well. Universe will, and Jakiro will also get his own Wizard Rune.
Bottom is missing.
Aggressive ward being placed here by Zen. So Tidehunter continuing to man up here against the Slark, but looks like the Slark, he's done waiting around, will pounce forward. The pounce doesn't hit. They have a Ravage available, but the pounce did not latch, so they can't continue up the damage. Looking elsewhere, looks like there was a little bit more fighting here again on top of Remy, but Remy, of course, stays alive for now.
Securing of the rune.
Yeah. You have to
Very
bring
well
over
done.
a Phosphor just so that they can get the rune here.
In the situation, you need to do it. You're down 3-1 here. Right now, mid suffering. You need to have something to get an advantage.
Bit of alacrity now on Rikez even. So he's getting closer to the Diffusal Blade. And once he gets his Diffusal Blade, this Ember Spirit, it's gonna be even harder for him to go forward. Oh, here comes the rotation over from Yuzak. Yuzak, can he try to get this kill onto the Lone Druid? I think it could be more than enough. Bring that forward, Sleight of Fist. Oh, wow. They didn't even rotate over on any of the supports. Universe TP's in, but it's a little too late. He didn't get his ultimate true form yet.
Up top.
Yep, that could open up something here in the top lane, but no, not even. Mauled Machine has to use his ultimate just to get away. He has to use it defensively. That's not how you want things to go here on mid lane. I mean, you do have another bear at the very least coming up soon. But The rotation from the Enchantress makes sure that it's going to be more than enough for Ember Spirit to bounce back just a little bit.
I don't know why Lone Druid hasn't gone his true form. He needs it so he can stay alive, but I think he's just going for that farming build.
Yeah,
Obviously diffuse with
he
that
didn't
farm.
need it yet at the time, so now I think he's gonna definitely go for it because he was winning. It was just gonna it was 1-on-1. There wasn't really any rotation until that time, so I think he didn't expect the rotation to come at such a random time, so that's why he didn't get it yet.
With that pressure in mid, Remy's now getting a little bit pushed out of lane and he needs to get some support back.
3
I think
heroes now on
honestly,
bottom.
obviously with no Song Siren and they don't know that, they need to gank this Naga a little bit. Just to stun a little bit of his farm. Or go out and give that another stack. Honestly, if Stark's got one, he needs to get some more. Slark benefits on a lot of stacks. You start rotating with him, it doesn't matter what other farm you have, Slark's just gonna overpower everyone.
Yeah, it's so difficult to gank on the Lone Druid as well. I mean, Lone Druid is getting closer to the Fusil Blade, so I think they're waiting for that one. And Raimi is just kind of left his lonesome down here. Where's the Warlock? Warlock is making his rotation down here, though.
Nice little smoke.
Yeah, he has his own little smoke here, but do they want to try to do something here against his Naga Siren? Mid lane. Looks like there's going to be another movement potentially from Uzap. He has his true form this time. Uh-oh, Raikez. Yeah, he knows you were coming, buddy. Root on top of the Enchantress, but they're gonna be trying to jump here on top of Raikez. Raikez will be able to pop the true form this time though. Roots, will it be enough? The snowball? Will they have enough control? Oh no, the timing on the roar. It's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, oh, there's gonna be a trap here. The Ice Shards on top of this Enchantress. They're even gonna bring in Raimi over here just to try to secure this one. Raimi will pick that one up. And it's actually a killing. Closer,
Were you
getting
there?
closer and closer. Yep.
Oh yeah, you cut out for a second. I think the internet dropped out for a sec, but it's all good now.
I think my PC lagged, but nonetheless, it's a kill for the mid lane for Raimi specifically. So Raimi
Yeah.
already has more kills than he's ever had in the first 11 minutes last game.
Top.
Top
game
lane,
from
there's gonna be a rotation over from Knightly, and the Slark is also in trouble. They still also have a Ravage at the ready. Looks like the Slark wants to try to turn this one around with this rotation from the Lone Druid. Oh, there's gonna be an
That's what I'm
ultimate. The magic damage, will it be enough to go back, to jump back in from the Ember Spirit? It's gonna be more than enough, but Raikez is all alone. He's gonna get surrounded by 4 heroes, and he's just gonna die. I mean, the Fusil Blade's now available, but they killed Lone again.
They didn't play that right. I told like what's it called? Slark prematurely did his Dark Pact, leaving him vulnerable in that situation. And Tide, I knew, I was watching. He was waiting for it, waiting, and at the same time, both Jakiro and Tide ulted out, and that's it. That's where you end up losing it. You guys, as a Slark player, you need to be patient. You need to be paying attention. You just can't just use it freely, thinking that you're gonna get away with it. And he pays with his life, and then actually also kills his own Lone Druid because...
Oh, that's so much damage! I mean, Uzak will fall. Oh my goodness gracious, actually, maybe just deletes. He just decimates that Enchantress. What the heck?
Oh my god, that is just... that is disgusting.
Okay,
Half
if I'm Raimi, I'm already like smiling a bit. Like, I already have 4 kills. Like,
He's top
alright.
net worth.
Oh, I forgot to switch over the network chart.
Yeah, he's top right now.
My goodness.
He's loving it.
It's like the McDonald's slogan. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So there's gonna be a TP rotation for. Oh no, that's just the Enchantress TPing. Never mind. I thought that was gonna be a big hero, but Nightcrawler. Oh, the shards. Ah, it's not gonna block him. They do get the corrosive haze on top of his Naga. Do they want to try to go on the Naga? Doesn't look like they can. Maybe will continue to farm up instead. Looking over at the mid lane. Mage Slayer now on the Ember Spirit. So might be thinking of making a rotation down bottom. Yep, looks like he will. Slardar is forced to run back. Can they find Universe? Okay. Leading them on a wild goose chase. So Knightly wastes a little bit of his time. Nothing too bad. Zen getting rid of the going on a D-Ward adventure. Now has his ultimate. Mauled Machine also has his Mage Slayer. so not too bad, not too worse. Oh, hold on a second. Never. With the Vladimirs now, going for the Orchid next, actually. Will
Ooh, mid.
pressure Zen.
Rek
Oh,
is
yeah,
almost
mid.
here. Ooh, he gets his
Dire's
shoot from out.
bottom tower is under
He needs to
attack.
abuse this.
Can he... Oh, get the root. Get the stun. Oh, they're gonna get it this time. The mana. Oh, it's gonna be way too much. Ember Spirit stepped out a little bit too much. Jakiro will die on the bottom side, I believe, to the Slardar, but the real battle was at mid. The mana was just taken away at just the right time, and Universe with a beautiful rotation with a snowball will be able to cut off that Ember Spirit, and that will be more than enough to help Rykez drain the mana of this Ember Spirit.
Dire's structures are fortified.
You have to watch out though. He has no true form. They have a Ravage as well. 3 heroes now in mid. So I think this should be a sign for Rykez to back off, and it should also be a wake-up call for his team to help him in mid lane.
Got it.
Zen is also fully stacking some camps, but they could definitely take this fight with the Warlock here. He has his ultimate ready. This tower taking so much damage. Yeah, Zen making his rotation over. They're even gonna bring in... Oh, huge golem! Hits 4 heroes! Can he try to find any more follow-up? Here's gonna be a Ravage hitting onto 3 heroes, but the Slark will instantly purge that one off. Raimi makes his rotation down over here. Can he find any type of kill? Nobody's dying. Knightly's actually in the backline. Looks like Knightly's gonna die. He dies to the Dire of all people. Universe gonna get chained up here. Raimi gonna get pushed back. This is gonna be a huge kill if they can get this kill on this Lardar. The root from the Tidehunter will be more than enough to secure Raimi, so they get a mega kill streak from Raimi. Oh no, the Lone Druid, he's gonna get surrounded. There's just way too much damage. He resummoned the bear. Oh, beautiful tomato soup right now. Beautiful upheaval right now from the Warlock. Can they find any kills with this one? Oh, coming right back in. Here comes Wall Machine. He will be able to find... Oh, there's actually so much damage. Song of Siren has to be popped here. So much damage on top of the Enchantress. Yep, yeah, he was forced to pick that one up. So, Maul Machine, he wants to try to continue pushing for this one. Oh, there's gonna be a leash on top of the Slark, but the Slark, he's happy to fight this one. He wants to fight this one, but here comes the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit will change that train of thought. He's gonna try to chase down this Slark, but he will not be able to. He respects the Slark and he will back away, but beautiful upheaval from the Warlock, but sadly, Rykez was just not able to stay alive there.
Amazing gameplay. That was an amazing ulti by Tide, but honestly, it was just that last bit. If that Naga did not have that point, that's it. That was another full clean wipe. That would have been 3 stacks for that Slark, and that's where you go downhill. When your Naga can't stand on a Slark, that's when you go downhill from there. It's insane. That was such a crazy
hold
play.
on. Oh no, a little bit of a mistime, or rather misprediction on the Blink there. They can't find McGee, but Blink Dagger revealed now on the Slardar.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dead in the water active now on the Tide though.
Honestly, what I'm thinking right here, other than the Slark taking the axe, I think he needs to go for this Orchid. Orchid or Bash should have stopped this Ember, because right now Ember is moving around. You slightly take him out, or, you know, Orchid this Naga, then he's done. Yeah, Naga just got a Manta, actually.
Yep, and she's going... This is the game of Orchids right now. Tidehunter's getting an Orchid, Rykez is getting an Orchid.
Wait a minute, up top. Wait, can he... Is he gonna jump it?
Nope.
Radiant's
Doesn't look like he
middle
can.
tower is under attack.
Wants his team to come over, I think, but Rykez will be taking over for the farm here. Has to try to catch up a little bit. Died a few times. Oh, looks like they want to try to get Raimi. Raimi thinking about going back. Oh, Amplify Damage rune activated on Knightly, and he misses out on the chains and the slide, so they can't chase Raimi any further. I want to try to go for a turnaround, maybe. 3 heroes down here in the bottom lane. Naga Siren's even here, down here in the bottom lane. Smoke up here, 3-on-3 right now. They're even bringing in the Lone Druid here. They're really confident. They jump straight in. They want to try to burst his Naga. They want to try to burst her down fast. They drop the ultimate right on top of his Naga Siren. Naga Siren taking so much damage. He will die first. Can he try to find any more follow-up? Because Knightly gonna take a hit another tumble to Raimi this time. And a huge Avengor will hit onto 2 heroes. Here comes Small Machine. He's gonna try to clean things up. Will that be another stack on the Slark? It looks like it might have been. And looks like they're gonna root up the Tidehunter. No mana available because it's being drained right now. 5 stacks on the Slark, but it looks like it's going to be increasing in just a moment. Yuzak will die to Raimi in the backline. Triple kill for Raimi, and Zen will pick up Never. A full clean wipe. What a fight.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Ty just wasn't there. He was up top. He should have come through earlier when he saw that TP. And I did not know this, but apparently even if the anchor's down on the bear, he can blink TP back to the Lone Druid, which is very interesting. So he's not actually locked down to where he is, but...
I don't think it stops TPs, no? Does it?
It does stop T. No, it doesn't stop TPs. Yeah,
It doesn't stop TP, so I think that's why.
I think it's that what's it called? The
It
bear
stops
Radiant's bottom
blink.
bounce.
tower is under
It stops
attack.
bounce. It stops movement skills, but it doesn't stop TP.
Never refuse.
I believe
Yeah,
so. I need someone to fact check me though.
yeah. I didn't think return would be. I thought return would have been stopped,
Nah, it returns a
but
TP.
nah.
Returns a
Yeah.
TP spell, so I see why it wouldn't. Nonetheless, it's a
Stop.
very good fight for
Top
Bandal
and
Sabege.
Nightly.
Oh
Nightly's
my
down.
goodness! Wait,
Top tower
what?
is under attack.
Nightly
Oh, and
just
the
died
tip to
instantly.
Nightly. Wait, how did Starter get that solo kill? What?
Slaughter had a 3-set. Bastion put his corrosive haze. Then Slithering Crush double hit again, and Nightly thinking that he had time.
Wait, wait,
Uh,
Nightcrawler's in trouble. Oh, Nightcrawler gonna get hit. Instantly uses the Manta style. Oh wait. Oh, actually, Raimi's in trouble. Raimi, you don't wanna die like this one. Oh no!
No way.
Oh no! I think Raimi a little bit too cocky on that play there. Tried to get the Naga Siren, but ends up giving away a dominating to the Naga.
That's not good. No, that was he just got over cocky. He's now
Bottom tower is
over
under
happy and trying to do crazy plays. But no, honestly, it was shocking. I don't know why Nightly didn't do this. He just should have left. He just stood there, did a slight fist, and then decided to try to see if he can jump out. But he just got bursted. 1/3 of his health down after that corrosive haze and that bash came through. He was done for. He should have left earlier, but he was playing cocky, thinking he's all right, and paid with his life. But again, not and then what's it called? Reiki, or he just decided to go
Raimi.
in and Rami, sorry, yeah, and he did the same thing, playing cocky and paid with a lot more than Nightly did.
Yep. Still though, Raimi is still top net worth for now, but Naga Siren creeping up on him. Raikes continuing to farm up. 3k gold lead currently for the Bandal Savage. Looks like top lane will be the target now.
Dire's bottom
They do have a
tower
true
is
form
under
available,
attack.
so
Radiant's
Raikes
top tower
will
is
be
under attack. Dire's
happy in
bottom
knowing
tower
that he has
has
a true
fallen.
form available to bail him out. But they have to be careful though, because the Tidehunter now has his fully built Orchid Malevolence. He also has his Ravage to try to lock him down. But the top tower, not gonna be long for the world, because that's gonna be a lot of damage coming out from the bear. And that Tidehunter will be TPing up here. Oh, they're gonna pop the
Dire's
smoke
bottom
as
tower
well.
is under attack.
Blink Dagger now on the Warlock actually. Looks like they wanna fight here. No Enchantress, and looks like they wanna try to get this. Now, oh, Silence on top of the Naga Siren. Naga Siren still has
Under attack.
his Manta Style available, and looks like the Naga Siren will be fine for now. They also have the Warlock ultimate. He scout out the Naga. They don't want to try to go in here, but looks like the Naga Siren will be able to get away here. Tormentor. Oh, yep, looks like they're gonna steal Tormentor from them instead. They don't get any hero kills, but they will be happy getting a Tormentor. Oh, it goes to the
Oh.
Slark?
That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it was either... Okay, so it was either the Tusk or the Slark, I think. Because Slarker and the Warlock both have their shards, so... Wow, Slark gets a freebie on the shard too. Oh, that's so good. Slark even had his own shard queued up. So,
Regeneration.
that's going to open up a lot of things actually. So Raikes has more saves. So assuming he can get the Dark Pack off after he gets Ravaged, the Slark can easily save Raikes.
Yeah,
reset
this
the
is
fight.
where I'm telling you, like, Bandal have the game to win. They're doing everything right. I saw only a few slip-ups here. Raimi going in thinking he's the top G here, but other than that, they're doing the job. Lovely stacking going on. They're properly farming. There's an Axe coming up on the Lone Druid very soon as well. So,
Hey, he's going Ags? He's going Mjolnir.
Oh, no, he changed it up. He was going Ags before.
I could see why though.
it's now a situation where Goonsquad gotta play amazing plays. They gotta take some good pickoffs and they gotta do some crazy plays, or else they're not winning the situation. Nightly being shut down heavily, especially with just Lone Druid dominating it, and also some rotations and some not smart plays. But I don't know. What do you think? Goonsquad need to win this game to like finish as a 2-0? Because honestly, I can't see it.
They have one target and one target only. Lone Druid. You get the
Yeah,
silence, you get the control on the main hero, the bear's gone. And that's like half your damage gone as well. I mean, not really half your damage, that's 1/4 of your damage gone, I'm guessing. Because you have the starter who's been playing well, right? Compared to last game. And Universe gets his own shard thanks to the Tormentor being taken. But you take out the Lone Druid, it really opens up a lot of things for you because, yeah, they have a Slardar that's popping off, but once that Slardar starts falling off a little bit, where will your damage come from? Yes, you have a Slark, but the Lone Druid is the main form of damage for them because the Slark can't really start a fight. He's there to join in the middle of the fight, or he's there to finish the fight.
Yeah. More so, I think, honestly, as well, Lone Druid is a big situation where he's in the tank. He's a tank position. His bear is a tank. Raimi, when it comes to later in the game, he's not going to be able to tank the situation, and that's why they need that Lone Druid.
Smoke movement
If
here.
Hone doesn't get his Ags, he's gonna be redundant if they burst him down.
Raimi leading the charge right now. They're gonna run right into Never. Never does not look like he's gonna be long for this world. Gets leashed, gets punched up. They even dropped the Warlock ultimate on top of this Tidehunter.
That's excessive. Very excessive.
A little bit excessive, but in the end, 7 stacks now for this Lark, and they want to try to keep this push going here. They could also transition this one into a Roshan. They might consider going into Rosh. Ember Spirit farming down here. Does have the Veil of Discord going for the Shiva's Guard next to try to stall things up.
See, I'll be honest. I don't like the fact that Naga decided to go Manta first and not Diffusal, and now after Orchid decided to go Diffusal, it's a bit too late. You're not gonna get that damage going.
They're gonna
through.
fight this. Naga Siren TPing in. They want to try to find the Jakiro. Jakiro, ooh, 4 step away just at the right moment to jump into the backline. Knightly gets caught. Song of Siren will be used. So Knightly stays alive by just a little bit. They're gonna try to reset this fight. Oh no, the Tidehunter! Can he come in with the Ravage? This is gonna be a huge fight right now. They have the Depth Shroud after ready. There's gonna be a huge Ravage to jump in from the Slark. They're gonna try to save his heroes. Yes, they can. It's a 5-man Depth Shroud. They're gonna try to turn things around onto Never. Ravage has already been committed. Can they try to keep going for more here? Knightly gonna try to use this damage with the side of pistol. Jump in again from the Slardar. Slardar doing so much, but the control from the Jakiro. It's just way too much. Vikings, the Bear's gonna die. It looks like he's gonna be next on the list. Can I find a way to get out of this one? Never gonna keep fighting here. The Slark is out of his Shadow Dance. The Tusk will take the fall. But Ice Pat's really stalling out that fight. Raikez and Malt Machine is able to get away as well as the Warlock. But that could have gone way worse if you're on the side of Goonsquad.
It could have, but see, this is where Goonsquad were smart enough to remember that Warlock ulti is used, that Golem is used, that massive stun that holds them down is gone, and when that's gone, it's just free game for Goonsquad, and they utilized that perfectly. They knew that they weren't going to be stunned throughout their BKBs or whatever they would have for their dispos, and they just capitalized on that fact, elongated the fights. Some rotations going up.
They want to try to contest this one. Raimi knows. They really want to contest. They spot out Raimi though. Blink forward, Raimi. You have to think about something. He didn't use it to blink. Raimi's just dead. Savage War will be committed, but Roshan is so low in the HP department. Tusk will try to TP here. But the Roshan, they have to do something. If they want to do something, they have to do it now.
Warlock up in 10 seconds.
They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna contest anytime. Roshan will fall. Blink forward here. Oh no, Universe in so much trouble. He gets hit by the Orchid. Can he try to find a way out of this one? Will he pop to the Orchid? Yes, he will. Or rather, the Ember Spirit will pop him. So Raimi didn't get the blink. I was expecting Raimi to try to get a blink into Roshan at the very least, but he doesn't even get that.
He hesitated. There wasn't anyone else behind him other than the Lone Druid in that situation. As much as he wants, Rakes can't do much. As much as he's going to jump in, stun, whatever it may be, but there isn't any follow-up. And without the Golem ulti and Warlock being beside him, he hesitated, got caught out, and that's it. He didn't even decide to blink out. He could have. Hesitation.
Slark trying for the BKB next, at the very least, so Raikez will be going into the enemy jungle here, closing in on the Maelstrom, going for Mjolnir, and Raimi going back into the jungle. And now Naga Siren, now top of the net worth. They will give the Aegis over to the Ember Spirit, so Naga Siren won't really be in that much of an issue. Oh, Naga Siren! Yeah, actually, Naga Siren does already have the Disperser.
Ooh. I mean, it's not bad, but in the same situation, if the Slark catches you, you're done. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a Disperser or not. You're going to be latched down.
Yeah, that's true, but I think it's for the Corrosive Haze, just in case.
Mm.
Does Disperser continually dispel?
Uh...
No, it's only a basic dispel.
Yeah, it's just basic.
Okay, so once she gets off the prior, so I think Naga's probably focusing on the Fatal Bonds,
Radiant's middle
getting
tower
rid of
is
that,
under
and
attack.
possibly the Corrosive Haze in one
Dire's
go.
top tower
And then
is
she
under
has
attack.
also the Mirror Image, she has the Manta Style to get rid of the rest. So nothing too concerning right now for the Naga Siren. And top lane going to be pushed down here.
No
Dire's
glyph
top
used.
tower has
Very
fallen.
interesting.
He didn't want to, I guess. Didn't want to waste time. They wanted them to just get it straight off the bat. Warlock will be defending the top side with an upheaval, so this upheaval will do quite a lot here to stall things out. And here comes Raimi to clean that up.
Mid?
Oh yeah, mid lane, the bear. I think the bear's just dead. Oh, Savage Roar! Keeps him alive. Oh, I think Rykes tried to get the bear to hit the anchor, but he was a little bit too far. So the bear dies and he has to re-summon the bear.
That's 300 gold towards Nightcrawler right there.
Yep. Blink Dagger even on the Tidehunter. True Form was also popped here by Rykes. Oh no,
Dire's middle
Rykes!
tower is under
He has to
attack.
get out of this one somehow. Okay, he uses the Savage Roar to get away, but True Form will be wearing off in just a moment. They also have a Blink Dagger, they have a Ravage at the ready. They have an Aegis even on
Dire's
this
middle
Ember
tower
Spirit.
has fallen.
Zen will stall things out thanks to the Upheaval and the Fatal Bond, so the wave will be
Fortune.
picked off here. They will TP back. We don't want to overstay their welcome. Can the Slardar find any pickoffs here? Yusak? TP in, actually. We don't want to try to go on to Yusak here. Oh, Raimi wants to try. Oh, Raimi gets a blind blink! She might be a little bit too deep here. Nightcrawler will save Yusak, but Raimi, oh no. Zen gonna get caught out here. I think Zen's dead. Unless, oh, beautiful snowball save. Can he try to turn things around here on the Tidehunter? Tidehunter gets enough mana, just barely. They're gonna turn things around. Can he get the depth shot off at the very least? He can't even get the depth shot off to save his supports. Now it's gonna be an all-you-can-eat buffet. The Stark has to turn tail and run. Rykes can't even get away from this. He's dead once again, and Raimi takes a tumble. Oh no. He couldn't get the depth shot off thanks to the Ravage.
Yusak with a dominating streak, and this is what I mean by when you misposition. They're overreaching now again, and it's that anxiety coming in. They need to reset. They need to get ready. They need to be just not overextending. That was a massive overextend on their side. They saw it, they tried, okay, it's done. You know they're gonna rotate, you know they're gonna fall back in. Why decide to go further in? And each one of them gonna call out. That Warlock should never have been there. They have the
will
ability
come
to
back.
win.
It's not over. It's only a 1k gold lead, surprisingly, but the Rax is already being hit.
Dire's middle
How do they
tower
want to try to
is
stall
under
things
attack.
out here? Throwing out the Tusk Shard, they also throw out the Fatal Bonds, and here comes the Upheaval. They use the Fortification, so this wave won't be here for long. They will take out the Illusions. Oh, the punch in! Tusk! Tusk
Waiting
throws away
17
his life,
seconds.
but he does have a buyback at the ready. Meanwhile, in the backline, here comes Machine. Machine wants to try to get something done here. Raimi gets controlled! He just dies, but look at Nightly. Nightly will fall, but he does have an Aegis at the ready. Nightcrawler, he's gonna get hit by the snowball, but the Song of the Siren to reset everything. It's gonna be a clean getaway right now for them, presumably.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nightly, he's the last remaining member here. Slark, not in the area to try to catch him out. Oh, wait. Can he get it? Oh no, he actually missed him! Oh no, Nightly barely gets away there. So that Raimi just dies yet again. They use a fortification, they use a Tusk buyback.
I was hoping that they were paying attention. It was only I think 6 seconds left on that Roshan. They waited 6 seconds and played around with him. They would have just had that in the bag. They would have had an Ember Spirit, I think, mega kill streak.
Tormentor going to the side of Goonsquad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maelstrom at least on the Lone Druid, but this Lone has just struggled because they're just collapsing on the bear.
Personally, I don't think he should be going for this Mjolnir more so. Honestly, I would rather get him an Ags maybe.
So I'm thinking
Something
as
to
well, yeah.
putting away, because this Mjolnir, as much as it's great, you have the attack speed, but you're getting shut down here and your bear dies, and when you're shut down, that's it. Like, you lose that tank ability, you lose that, like, aggressiveness of that frontlining. And right now, with obviously Nightcrawler getting the damage, the Disperser to catch up on him, if they don't find an answer to deal with him and like get that initiation on, like, see, just that a few illusions took that bear up to half health. What? That
Smoke
is
moving right
crazy.
now. They want to try catching out the Lone Druid, but Lone Druid... Oh no, they actually find the Slark instead! Can the Slark get away from this one? BKB has to be used by the Slark just to get away! The Dead in the Water forces him to pop the BKB just to survive. And they're gonna re-smoke. Bottom lane, Raimi will be pushing out on the bottom side. Doesn't have his BKB yet though.
Oh no, Raimi.
Okay, they're out. Everyone's gonna get out here, safe, nice and easy.
Okay.
So they're satisfied with letting the Slark pop the BKB for now. They're gonna back up. They're gonna back it up. Gonna relax, calm down, reset the lanes. The mid lane, they will be pushing out in the mid lane. Naga Siren with the illusions. Naga Siren is in the jungle though, but could rejoin her team any moment. Looking around at the item situation, the neutral item situation right now for the side of Bandal. It's like, looks like they've gotten as much as they can. I mean, Raimi does not have his tier 3 yet. It has a Nemesis Curse actually, but I don't think he's gonna use it.
I don't know why they haven't got Lone Druid's actually shard as Bear Shard. I actually do enjoy the Bear Shard. The fetch ends up being like a little harpoon, which is honestly in this situation very good. If you're getting someone like an Ember that just can't get away, then. And
Raimi.
honestly, when I think about it, they don't really have an answer for this Enchantress.
They have shard
How do
now
you-
on. They have shard now on the bear.
Ah, perfect. There you go.
Yeah, Raimi with the Tormentor take. So the bear now has a shard, and that's going to help things quite a bit for the bear to help get a solo kill maybe. So I think now it's just the waiting game. See what's going to happen next. Looks like they're gonna wait for Roshan. Roshan is available though.
Instant spawn.
Raimi closing in on the BKB. I don't think they want to fight until Raimi has a BKB.
Makes sense.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah, they're just gonna go for the Roshan here. This is gonna be a fast Roshan take, and I think Bandal are gonna let this one go just because they really can't do much to contest. They have so many tools to control you, and one misstep is just gonna spell the end. Stark does have the Basher though, at the very least.
Yeah, that is pretty big. And honestly, if he ends up getting his level 20, which I think he's almost there, gets the one essence stolen talent. I think it was glitched before where actually when the first patch came in 7.35, if you had that and you actually clicked it to that side, it would double what you already have,
Oh.
which was very interesting. I don't know if it still does that glitch.
No, it just didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Oh. There's a P break.
Actually, I'm thinking I might do that as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do it.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go ahead to this here. Alright, I am now back. Alright, looks like game will now be resuming, and Aegis will be going to Nightly once again. Cheese will be on the Naga
I'm
Siren.
back. Wow.
Oh.
They did it much quicker than I did.
I did it faster than both of you guys, so.
I am very intrigued. The Slark's going now at Diffusal. I do not know why.
Disperser, probably.
Could be, but honestly, if you're in a situation as a Slark and you're going to need to be survivability, I would be personally thinking more so maybe a Scotty just to get a little more tank in there. Maybe even a Satanic going to the direction.
They have
But if
Bloodthorn
you
on
just
the Naga though, so I think that's why, maybe. Just so that he can have more ways of purging.
Dire's bottom tower is under
yeah,
attack.
fair enough.
Radiant's
Fair enough.
Maybe
middle
Scotty
tower
comes
is
later,
under attack.
if we can get to that point, but right now, it's going to be a diffusal on the Scark pretty soon. A few more creeps
Dire's
should be able to
bottom
do the check.
tower
Bottom
has
tower will
fallen.
get taken by
And Lord
Nightcrawler.
Druid is finally going Ags. This is gonna be a big change.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Lone Druid Ags will definitely help him rat things out here. Chix's Cloak even on the bear.
Only way
See how
Bandal's gonna
much-
win this is if they all stand up and get ready. They need to
Oh,
initiate.
the root on the bear, but the bear will be fine for
Radiant's
now.
top
Dead in the
tower
water
is
will be
under
used,
attack.
right? Yes, has to be very careful. He's playing really close right now. They could just jump him if they want to. They're really stalling out here. Bear will be hitting away at Naga Siren Illusion. Jump in from the Tidehunter. They want to kill off this bear and they want to kill him off right now. Raimi will be using the stun as a defensive tool to keep them away. Raikes will be popping
Dire's structures
his
are
ultimate.
fortified.
So just to try to
Dire's
stall them
bottom
away.
barracks are under attack.
Upheaval will be used to push them back. So good use of the upheaval, but the tower will already be down. Bear taking a lot of damage, forced to use a Savage Roar once again. The Jim Blink, and oh, here comes the starter. Can they try to take him out? And they want to take him out fast. Can't even get a BKB off a big snowball save. Can they keep the starter alive? That's gonna be the question. The Ravage, as soon as that's over, but the buyback instantly from the starter. This is gonna be a big fight to take. The Tusk is gonna be standing inside the Macropire. He will get taken out. Knightley is gonna get controlled up here in the backline. Nightcrawler gonna get jumped in by the Slardar. Oh no, the Slark! He just burst down. McGee picks him up. I think this game might be over.
Wait up.
Rakus didn't use his fetch. He could have taken that Ember out easy. I don't know what's
Dire's
wrong.
bottom barracks has fallen.
The lone druid
Dire's
can't do
bottom
much here.
barracks
I mean,
has fallen.
this is Megas. This has to be
Yes.
Megas.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks.
Slardar
has
just
fallen.
can't do much here. They have Stark in 40 seconds. They have Tusk in 40 seconds.
Dire's top
But
tower
that's
is
an
under attack.
eternity here in Dota because Mega Creeps is now going to be
Dire's
claimed
top
most
tower has
definitely
fallen.
on the side of Goon. Oh, backline, never. He's not even gonna
Dire's
die.
top barracks has fallen. The
Side.
Mega
on the
Creeps now
side of
claimed.
her.
Do they want to try to go for the GG push? Yeah, they certainly want to keep trying here. The bear is gonna get hit by that Bloodthorn, but the Savage War will push them away for now. Raimi in the backline. Raimi, you have to run. Raimi has to get out of here. Raimi!
This is
Oh
buyback.
no, that's gonna be a dieback onto Raimi again! Raimi
And
just
tip.
dies!
Oh, this is just rubbing salt on the wound.
They have one more shot at this though. But one more fight will decide if they're gonna be champions or not, Universe. So much damage from the Naga Siren just gets destroyed! Raikes is all alone! They have to find a way to save the Lone Druid! The Lone Druid! He cannot die, but he will! Nightcrawler with a double kill. They will find the Tidehunter at the back. But Nightcrawler is absolutely going ballistic. Slark, he's forced to fight this all by his lonesome. But it doesn't look like it's gonna be worth anything. They get a buyback here onto Raikes. Raikes, oh no, you will get caught out. He's gonna get caught out. He's just dead. The Slark can't help him. No one can help him. Tower gets taken out, and I think this is game. GG's
That's
called.
GG.
Goon
Oh my
Squad are
God.
going to be your SCA champions.
Dire's
Main division has been claimed by the Goon Squad, and they're gonna get a one-way ticket straight for Team Solid.
Oh, that's insane. I am scared for Team Solid, honestly. This is an intense game. This was honestly, I can't believe it. I thought Bandal had this in the bag, and they just bled again. They should have done that. They had this in the bag. They had all the tools, and then they just started getting overly zealous here, and they just started going ahead and bleeding themselves dry just because they kept going and overreaching. And Goonsquad did not let them breathe. They took every opportunity and waited for them to fall. And Bandal did. And Goonsquad kicked them while they're down, especially on that last bit of a tip
Yep.
to Raimi. Ouch. I feel for them. Honestly, they had us, and it would have been a good game 3, but no. Goon's like, I don't want that. I want to go to sleep. They did real well on it.
Let's go call them up for an interview.
Let's do it.
Yep, and now we're gonna wait for the interviewers, or rather interviewees, because we're gonna call up Goonsquad and we're gonna call up Bandal as well. So we're gonna wait for them. Hopefully we get someone. Oh, they want to bring in everyone. All right, so let's get everybody in here. Hello, we're missing one more person on you guys. Who's the last guy? There it is. All right, so first of all, congratulations on your main division win. How does it feel?
Easy clap. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
We fucking did it, boys!
Yeah. Yeah.
Congrats,
Feels
Goon
good
Squad.
for
Holy
I think
shit.
first tournament win for Goonsquad for most of us here as well. It's been a pretty long road. Ever since Intro Boys. We can remember that disaster class. So
I'm sorry about the Vine Boom sound. It happens all the time.
Me and Universe are also
yeah, thank you.
Me and
Yeah.
Universe are also
Intro boys pride.
Yeah, Intro Boys
Everyone
pride.
just joining.
up slowly.
We can
Intro
finally
Boys
win.
Pride,
Okay,
man.
wait, guys. Let's have Goonsquad first because they're the winners. We'll interview the losers. We'll interview second place later.
Let me just drop a few mentals down
sorry,
first.
Chewy, go.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay,
Oh,
so we asked if how did it feel for Goonsquad? So how about each member give like one word to describe how you're feeling right now after winning that?
Yeah. Who wants to go first? I volunteer nightly, and night.
What? You're on the team. You can go first.
No, I volunteered about them.
Why? Because we have N in our name.
No. I'm drafting the comments now.
You're picking the guys that start with NIG, huh?
Yeah. Wait. This is on Twitch. Yo, hold up. Wait. Nightly.
Wait, NIG CLY. What do you mean?
Yes, night and nightly. Okay, please give your comments on today's victory.
Now we go first.
Yes. I'm drafting comments. I'm drafting comments now.
Wait, me? What?
Yeah. Either one of you. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's been fun. Like I enjoyed playing with the guys. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Except for Justin.
Yeah.
Bromance at his best, you know?
I'll just say I watched Coldplay yesterday. This is better than Coldplay.
whoa.
All I'm saying is there's so much of this talk. Like at least take them out to dinner before you're gonna cuddle
Oh,
them
no,
and talk all this talk.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. We've done that already. You can join next
Ah,
time.
okay. All right, fair enough. Good, I got
Okay.
the invite.
Yeah, Hai Di Lao tomorrow.
Sounds good to me. honestly,
Okay,
at this
so
point.
there's not really much questions I can really ask, but like,
Um,
so what's the plan for Goonsquad after this? Are you guys planning to keep going, or is it intermediate division next for you guys? Like, what's the plan after as a team?
I think first of all, it's probably hopefully Team Solid, so we can claim it all. Yeah, I think that would be the main target for now. Guys, how about we go to the upper division next year?
How about
next
we
season.
go to TI Open qualifiers next year?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Oh my god, it's that shit all
Exactly.
over again, man. I remember.
Yeah. Guys, wait, when's
Look,
the next open? Let me just check.
it's a while. You have to get some points in to get the invitationals. Or
Surely
there's
we get
things-
points for this.
Look, I've actually
Surely
got
we
some
get points for
questions.
this.
I'll have to check in with the admins for that, but
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Also, as far as I remember, Aisha told me that Mel from Team Solid cannot play in C server.
yeah, but
So I
Mel,
don't think
Mel
that-
can go to a computer cafe from what they said. They're gonna force Mel
Yeah.
to do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
so I was gonna
special
say this.
Yeah,
arrangement.
they're forcing him at gunpoint.
So
Yeah,
I just want to ask this, guys. I'm obviously from Team Solid, so I'm actually intrigued. I used to play for Team Solid, and I've gone into casting more so, and giving my position to someone else. I'm gonna tell you this, guys, just as an inside information. It's going to be really tough because you guys do not let on a couple things. From what we're watching as a caster's point of view, you guys did what's called make the other team pay for every little mistake. And I'll tell you this now, Team Solid has those minimum mistakes, but they do the same thing. And I think you guys are going to be one of those teams where it's going to put some pressure in, but it is not going to be a simple game, especially with Mel and Shio. So I wish you guys good luck. Uh, as a what's it called? As unbiased position here, it is going to be a fun game because if that's what you guys are giving us now in this one, that grand final against two different divisions is going to be very, very, very competitive. So good luck on it. But my question is, what is like seeing the situation in both drafts? You guys decided to go Enchantress and what's it called, Ember. In a situation, I can tell you this now. Shio is watching all these games. What are you guys thinking of doing if they ban out that Ember?
I
Just
mean,
lose lah. Just lose.
no, we can just we can always just lose. So it's perfectly fine. We're in C. We're used to losing. But I think I can't give away too much, of course. But I think if they want to try that, it's not gonna be great. Also, I don't think you can ban out our heroes. I think the one thing our team is really, really good at is that we have kind of a handful of picks where it's like you can ban out one hero, but here's like 4 or 5 other that we are kind of comfortable with.
So my other question is, what is this? Is it bad blood with Raimi that you decided to take out all his heroes? Like, what's the story behind just making sure you take out all of Raimi's heroes?
We want to win, so
Fair enough.
we want
And
we want to
he's
win.
really good. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really good. I think we did a lot of scrims. We did like so many scrims against them, and then like so we know like each other pretty well. Yeah.
You guys just scattered out all the heroes they picked and decided, you know what, we're taking away all your offlane heroes.
Yeah, and they took away all my heroes. It's crazy.
All right. You got any questions?
No, not really. Like, I think that's it for the champion. So,
Congratulations.
congrats, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, we get money from this, right?
Maybe.
Okay,
So
moving on. We're
next
gonna be interviewing Bandal
Okay.
Savage next. Moving on to Bandal Savage. So, any representatives here from Bandal? I think I see Universe, Aya, Zen, and Raikez here.
First thing first, Justin, you still owe me one cheeseburger.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I think it's reversed now because you fed me so many times in lane.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, technically, you still owe 4 cheeseburgers to the rest of the team.
Oh, damn. Can I get one as well? Make it 5? Even
Yeah,
even number?
we casted for you, so like, can we get some?
Hop on over to Singapore.
Yeah. At this point, you know what? I've always wanted to go. I might well. But from Bandal Savage, we've got Universe, and who else do we got here? Do we have anyone else?
Aya's the coach, and Narikez and Zen are also here.
No, don't ask the questions to Raikes and Sean, please. Not me, please.
All right,
Alright.
Raikez. What do you think was the difference between game 1 and 2? Because you obviously in game 2, no offense to the winners, you did win mid lane, and you did put a lot more pressure on that Ember, and it was benefiting. What do you think was downfall in game 2, and what would you change in game 1?
What could I change in game 1? I don't know. Unban my offlane's 3-hero pool. Yeah. Every game, I'm like, shit, what's my offlane? Fuck. And then, okay, they ban Nyx, expected. Oh, they ban Axe. What the fuck? Okay, they ban Slaughter. Okay, what's her offlane now? Fuck.
Well said.
No, but in fairness, credit to Red Remy though. In fairness, credit to Remy. He did practice his timber for a while, but the time was too short for him to master his timber and then his few heroes. To be honest, he did. In fairness to him.
Yeah, he did kind of well in our pubs, I think.
Yeah, he did. In fairness, he tried, but it's not enough. Wow.
And then,
I'll say this.
We should have pushed our advantage very fast. Like, once we had Blink on Slardar, Tusk, and Ags on Slark, I think we should have, like, just 5-man death ball. But the thing was, we got fucking surprised by the fucking, we call this Tide Hunter shard. And then suddenly, my Slark can't move. He's stuck.
Yeah, that's
So,
one
yeah.
way.
Mission.
That's one way the Counter Strike as tied really. It goes
Yeah.
50-50.
Kind of forgot
Yeah.
about the shard on Tide.
Yeah, so nowadays Tide end up doing that if they don't see a Echo Saber on the Slark. It is an easy way to counter him from his movement
Mhm.
speed. But nah, that is interesting. Yeah, I think that is a very good point. What are you guys thinking? Taking this obviously game in, are you guys excited for the next season? Are you ready for it? And what is your other than obviously increasing your off lane's hero pool? What's going ahead into making this team stronger and next time making sure Goonsquad pays up for this?
Um, I would like to work on my drafting because
Mhm.
it's shit. Every
Putting me on
mid-carry pick
offlane.
is kind
Oh,
of shit.
nothing.
Because honestly, I think drafting was fun. It was very fun. Me and we would definitely enjoyed both drafts. It was really close games, in regards to drafting, and I think yeah, like it was entertaining to watch, and yeah, I think maybe the no offense to Remy, but maybe the hero pool must be one of the main topics here. But thank you for the games though. It was very fun.
Yep.
Thank you so
You?
much.
So, what's the plan for you guys next season for Bandal? Like, are you guys gonna go to Inter? You gonna stay in main? Like, are you gonna disband? Like, what's gonna happen for you guys?
No comment. No comment. Yeah,
Oh boy.
Hero pool.
okay, those True Sight videos, and then you see Team Liquid depressed. That's them right now.
Oh
In fact,
Jesus.
That's
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
in fact, two of our players decided not to go to interviews. Just please respect them. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
obviously, yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Because in fairness, these two players, especially Mold Machine, he registered this tournament as Crusader 4. And thanks to me coaching, Rikes coaching, he's a very fast learner. He's a very really good core player. He's currently, as we speak, Legend 1 or Legend 2 right now.
Legend one.
He's a yeah, he's a really amazing core player. I'm actually very proud of everyone in Bandal Savage individually. Everyone became better, not as a teammate, also became individually skilled 10 times better. And yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
I fucking met Mud Machine Crusader 5. I was like, oh shit, this is my safe lane? What the fuck?
You guys
Yeah.
should be, yeah.
And then suddenly, Grand Finals Legend 1, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, you guys should be. There was pure class in there, and I think yeah, honestly, it was very entertaining to watch. Me and Weebu really enjoyed it. We were on our feet, especially game one. We were literally constantly talking. Game two, complete packed. You guys did put up a fight here. Ultimately, unfortunately, it happened where the Goon Squad just were just more critical in that situation. But it was so much fun, and you guys, yeah, I think honestly, game we'll see next season how it goes, but you guys should never don't put your head down at all. Do not be depressed. You guys did
Yep.
really well.
Considering the
So
season you guys had the almost flawless season, and you almost won it all. So,
you have to respect Chewy Jakir also, guys. So that's all I
Mhm.
can say
yep.
also.
So yeah, that's gonna
100.
end things here. Let's end it on a high note. So,
Yep.
congratulations to both teams. You know, not just Goonsquad for winning, but congratulations for Bandle Savage for making it this far. And we're certainly going to be looking forward for Team Solid and Goon Squad. That's going to be announced at a
Oh, I'm
later
excited
date.
for that. Let's fucking
So
go.
it's gonna be an
Yeah.
Australia versus SCA type of affair. So we're gonna be announcing that pretty soon, or I hope we will. So tune in for that one. But that's going to be
Make
it
it
for the
happen.
main division, guys. So thank you for watching the grand final. So that wraps up the main division. So we'll be seeing you guys around.
GG and one played.
Yeah,